won't be on the mic or anything.
Yeah.
And with that, we're good to go. And we are live. Welcome, connoisseurs of fine common cardboard, to today's live stream, to this gameplay episode. We're going to be talking a little bit here today about our Let's Build last week, and then we're going to be moving right into playing some games of Magic here. I've got a couple of people in the Discord here with me. They are not currently connected to the audio because we're going to move over briefly, but wanted to quickly start, first of all, thanking everybody who's going to join us today. Hope you enjoy the gameplay. And then I want to cover GONTI. Earlier this week, I was pretty excited about GONTI. We built GONTI. We got pulled in some different directions. I wanted to have a very creature-heavy build, work within this sort of framework of mono-black, mid-range, with a lot of creatures in it. And ultimately, between the Grave Flickers, the draw, the card advantage, and all the other things like removal and sweepers and interaction, stacks effects that we wanted to have in the deck, we were ultimately landed at something that did fine, but it kind of felt like we weren't really doing anything that was exceptionally powerful. GONTI is also somewhat problematic when it comes to navigating an online space because you have a hard time revealing the cards in a way that keeps it secret, and also the implementation of putting those cards in play was weird. The other thing was that when a player dies who controlled the card that you stole from them, that goes away too, which is a huge problem. You end up losing out on a lot of value there, and that came up twice. Once where I had a spell that I didn't want to cast because my opponent would kill it and then be able to get it back, recover it. The other time when I had something in play, I had a Falcon Wrath Celebrants, and when the player who controlled that card died, I lost that card. So when I went back to the drawing board, I actually spent about 2 hours working with Ankylosaur and Mev on an old mono black favorite of mine, Corpse Augur. And Corpse Augur is a 3 and a black for a zombie wizard. It's a 4/2. When it dies, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of creatures in target player's graveyard. And I think this is the better choice for a mono black control deck with card advantage in the command zone. Being that it's a 4/2, it effectively has a form of death touch in a sense because it's going to take something with it. Also, it's kind of like a fog in the sense that people don't want to give you that trigger if you don't have a sacrifice effect. It also draws way more cards than GONTI does. GONTI gets 1 card, and the advantages you get to break the color pie, but Corpse Augur legitimately draws anywhere from like 3 to 7 cards every time you do it, and it basically means that you don't have to run card advantage in your deck because GONTI is going to do it. So that is the deck I'm going to be playing today instead of GONTI, and I'm really confident with what we landed on. So big thank you to Ankylosaur and Mev for sticking around, doing some play testing, looking over the deck, and ultimately coming up with something that I think is quite evergreen for mono black control. So with that, me and Derek and Clay here. Let me see if we're going to add you guys in here so you can say hi really quick. One sec. Let's do this one and this one here. Can you guys give me a quick audio check here? Check, check, check.
Hello.
There we go. There we go. Fabulous.
Hello, my name is Clay.
Hi, Clay. Excellent.
I like to play Magic.
We like Magic. Yes, that's right. That's right. And we've got a little bit of funny visual stuff going on with this. I'm basically going to need to do some major reworking of my infrastructure for streaming. Currently, I'm running 2 instances of OBS, and when you do that, it can only pick up one of the visual elements. So basically, like one side can capture only one of your webcams. So my webcam can't be on both OBSs at the same time. So I kind of had to throw this together. So that's why I'm kind of like talking in a weird way.
You could... in which chat are you in? Are you in recording? Because if you're in recording, you can go to hamburger up at the top, and you can select hide non-video participants.
Yeah,
and it'll hide.
It's not an issue with that because it's not a screen capture or a web capture. It's actually just capturing my my webcam. I could do what you're talking about is also reasonable. I could have an input that is just capturing my video from something else. But ultimately what I need to have is Streamlabs and OBS open at the same time instead of 2 instances of OBS. And that's the thing that breaks it. So, but yeah, anyways. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Anthony, welcome, my friend. Good to have you here. Hope you enjoy the games today. I'm very excited about Corpse Augur. Numerous times I've like passed the turn with like, with like 2 or 3 cards in hand, and then end of turn you just go Deadly Dispute, and you're like up to 12 cards, and you almost don't know what to do with all the card advantage in your deck. One of the other reasons I'm really excited about Corpse Augur is that in mono black, one of the best ways that you can build win conditions into your deck is with pinger effects or drain effects. So, and this is actually for aggro, it's for control, it's anytime you want to eventually turn the corner, you can pad your life total with these drain effects, and we get to play all of them in Corpse Augur, and we're playing them in the place of card advantage because they are card advantage. They're what's feeding us the life that Corpse Augur is able to utilize to draw cards, because Corpse Augur does utilize its life total. So you get to play all of these pingers, you get to play the Trespasser's Curse, you get to play Vampire, what's it called? You get the Creeping Bloodsucker, you get the, the Arrogant Outlaw, you get Diregraph Scavenger, you get all these cool effects. And you also get to play Corrupt, which is great because it's just like a one-button delete on a player in the mid to late game. So very stoked on that. Okay, lads, how about we move on over to the tournament space?
Yeah, let me. I'm on my mobile. Let me.
Yeah, sounds
I'll
good.
just let me wrap up some stuff, and I'll meet you guys over there.
Sounds good.
Yep.
We're ready.
Stuff to where I can give Gary Undying. And if I can give him
Hey,
Undying, then I can sack him. He comes back. I can sack him again, then reanimate him, sack him again, sack him again. That's game,
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's kind of
Has
obnoxious
everyone
the
kept
fact that stickers
their
objectively have
starting
like
hand?
play. Like stickers have some strong effects.
Mhm.
It's like annoying, but they do.
Yeah.
So they're definitely the right choice in some decks.
we'll find
All
out.
All right, Motad, all you.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
I got my
All right,
second 7.
guys.
I'm good to go.
Right.
We'll start our
I'm
own
gonna
one
draw for 10.
in LFG2.
Play a swamp
Cool.
and I will
Sounds
pause.
Okay. So it looks like we will be looking for one more player. I will do a quick LFG here. And actually, there's, we might as well, let's see. Yeah, let's find one more here. LFG. And thank you everyone who is waiting patiently in chat for some gameplay. We're going to get there momentarily. In the meantime, we'll just be waiting. And Derek, you and I can just hang out and chat about this and that. Prior to the going live, you and I were talking about just how excited we are for Goreclaw, which is an upcoming Let's Build live stream. So maybe tell us a little bit about what has you so bullish on this commander. And if you are in chat right now, just give me a thumbs up if the audio is coming through clear, or just let me know in any other way that the audio is coming through clear and that the audio levels are good on your end. But yeah, tell us a little bit about what you, and it's not just you. I'm also wildly bullish on Goreclaw. But what has you so juiced about it?
Yeah, Goreclaw does a lot of things that haven't really been around in kind of like an aggro space. Like there hasn't really been kind of a definitive like stompy deck really to this point. Like
nothing to give the
think
Timmy
about
their
right.
crack.
When you think about aggro, you think about gut leaders, like the first thing that will come to mind. There's like other aggro decks too, but they're not really as prevalent because consistency is a huge issue with aggro decks.
Yep.
There's not like a ton of redundancy for super powerful things if you're going to engage primarily through combat. It's much more it's much harder to end the game ahead of like combo decks, mid-range decks, whatever, if you don't have a consistency of threat and like a density as well. So Goreclaw does something really unique in the space because he just asks that you play big dumb things and then he makes them all trample. So the only thing you really need to do is just find out how to consistently execute those play patterns, and it's not difficult to do. There's a lot of really great ramp effects you can do to like get Goreclaw down on 3, double spell on 4, and then you're attacking for like 20 damage on turn 5. And you can do that very, very consistently. At like almost every game you can do that.
And to show
So
that, you've been tracking the mathematics on it, which is
yeah,
something I really respect. Being able
I had
to
some
show.
downtime, so I put together like a little spreadsheet, and I tracked 15 consecutive hands. I did not skip any hands. I followed normal mulligan rules, so I got one free mulligan, and would go down to 6 if I needed to. But out of 15 consecutive hands, I cast Gorklaw on turn 3 in every single one of them, and I was attacking for like 15, at least a minimum of 15 damage on turn 5. Sorry.
That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
when we track
And that was
that
that was the
over.
low end.
I think like people have kind of set the bar for this with like gut, which is kind of one of the more recognizable. I think it's got a bit of trouble right now in the meta with TPI and Abdel running around, not being able to.
Yeah, sweepers hit it in a big way.
And sweepers hit it in a big way. Yeah, I mean, there's two things. One, the like endless blockers are a big problem, but also, the just in general, that deck had this benchmark, which is turn 5, you can push 30 damage if nobody interacts with you. The nobody interacting with you part might be a hard expectation, but if you go at the right player, I don't think it is. You're able to, go turn 1 or 2, some form of fodder, into a turn 3 gut, into a turn 4 inspiring leader, into turn 5 lethal on somebody if they don't block and if they basically take all the damage. And so when you think about Goreclaw, you're talking about 30 damage. You could do way more than 30 damage on
like the average total damage dealt, like including like Gorklaw attack on turn 4, attack with more creatures on turn 5, whatever. Like by the end of turn 5, and on average maybe like 23, 24 damage.
Yeah, that is a shitload of damage,
and it all tramples.
And it tramples.
It's all hard to block.
Big. Yeah.
None of it can be swept. They all have high toughness. A couple have 3 toughness, but when they attack, they have 4. So it picks up a lot of points. You really have to engage with it on like a 1-for-1 removal spell transactional kind of way.
That feels bad.
It feels bad when when the deck has like, in terms of cards that have power 4 or more, it has like 25, 26. No, more like maybe close to like 30 creatures in that realm.
Oh, yeah.
So you have like such a huge density. You can just keep deploying card after card after card after card, and
you know what the deck also has that maybe people aren't aware of is that it's not that mono green doesn't have card advantage. It's that it's kind of expensive, and so and a lot of it's attached to like big bodies that are kind of pricey, but maybe like their stats aren't maybe commensurate with what we'd want to pay. Like your Rocks Oracle type stuff, and on top of that, you have cards like Entourage or Trust. But in this deck, a lot of those creatures have 4 power, and so you're playing a 2 mana. Well, I mean, just looking at like Owlbear, it's a 3 mana 4/4 trample that attacks as a 5/5 and it draws a card. And man, that is powerful. So
and there's a lot of really great draws that you can get. Like if you end up getting like a Tangle Golem, and you cast it for like 1 mana, on turn 4. Or what's another, like Bag End Porter is a card that doesn't really look very interesting. It's a 4 mana 4/4, but when it attacks, it gets +X/+X or X is number of legendary creatures. Well, Gorklaw's legendary, so it attacks as a 5/5 anyway, and the Gorklaw makes it a 6/6. So really,
it's
a 4 mana 6/6.
Yeah.
Biograph is another one.
Biograph is my favorite.
Basically,
one.
like tempo is like a huge part of this deck, and yeah, the cards like Biograph, Tangle Golem, the ones where you can like cast them for like 1 mana, Sack of Dork, they're really, really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing we were talking about too is there's actually all the ingredients in that deck kind of like tickle my itch for like a really balanced deck that also applies a ton of aggression. You have great protection, you have great ramp, so you have basically you're ensuring that Goreclaw is not going to come down just early, but it's going to be recast. You have card advantage attached to creatures. You have disruption for artifacts and enchantments on cards like Conclave Naturalist, or what's the Myconid? It's the
Myconid's 4. No, Myconid,
it's a 4 mana
Sportender. I don't remember.
4/1 for 4. I want to say that destroys an artifact or enchantment. Looks like we got Puzzle Box coming to join us. Fantastic.
I don't play Sportender again. Like to go back to like the toughness thing. I want my creatures to be higher toughness.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the Naturalist is quite good, and I actually kind of want to find room for a Silverglade Elemental in here too. Land.
That's a great card for this deck. Yeah, I mean it's a huge body. It's benefiting from Goreclaw. It's ramping us. You can even find something if you were wanting to tech for it. You could bring in a gingerbread cabin so that it's doing even more. There's a lot of really, really cool tech that card unlocks. And you're right about the Myconid Spore thing. We talked a lot about exactly what characteristics we want from our creatures, and we want them to be 3 toughness and above.
Ideally 4.
Yeah,
but
ideally
there's
4.
some cards that are like so high above rate that like Garrick's Gorehorn is a
Right.
7/3 for 5.
Yeah.
Like
And
that's a big creature.
And I think even with the Myconid card, if you're going to say, yeah, like a 2-mana Naturalize on a 5/2 Trampler is still probably good enough, right? Like it's still quite efficient as long as the rest of the deck is built to be resilient. And the reason we want that is because the sweepers hit for 2, and we don't want to be cold to those cards, because one of the advantages of Goreclaw is that when we talk about turning the corner, what we really want the ability to do is to ultimately pivot from that combo player into the rest of the table. And when the rest of the table is packing sweepers and efficient interaction, we need to make that stuff bad to be able to win the game. So we have disruption in the form of naturalize effects. There's a couple of them that we can play that are good. We have card advantage stapled onto big bodies that trample. And we also have great interaction because these fight and bite spells, we're always going to be the one profiting from them. So we have
the other thing about creatures with lower toughness, and it kind of goes to what we're saying about card advantage. It's like a very like backdoor, like abstract way of viewing it. But like you don't want anybody to be able to trade with your creatures 1 for 1. Being able to like maintain a board and attack, like crash in every single turn with all of your things, and like really make people throw 2 or more creatures under something to kill
Absolutely.
it. It's how you're going to gain a lot of advantage as the game goes on anyway.
Absolutely.
So like trading 1 for 1 is quite bad in combat, at least.
And the evasion
That's another reason why low toughness is not great. Yeah.
I think the evasion is huge too, because some of the decks in the format right now that are I think are quite reasonable. You've got your Abdel decks, which can flood the board with a lot of 1/1s, and it's something that Gut has a lot of trouble with because they're kind of like trading 2 1/1s, for a Gut token, and they can stem the bleeding for a long time, buying them time to find their combo. You also have decks like TPI, which Goreclaw is a nightmare for TPI. I think the way that you would probably have to navigate it is by killing the Goreclaw over and over again once that pivot starts. So once those combo players are taken out, then you have Goreclaw is going to be crashing in, and it's going to be very hard to tank that damage because you don't gain life in TPI, right? Like what you have is what you've got. And so having all these
TPI is actually not
tramplers-
that is better set up than you think because you have access to things like Heartfire and Improvise Weapon.
Exactly.
And Improvise Club, whatever. And those are good spells against this deck.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And I think, but even then, like, I don't, it's like, and I can like set up a block and then cast it, sacrifice the creature that's blocking, do that kind of a thing. Or, I could, set up the block, Heartfire, kill Goreclaw. Although Goreclaw gives it on attacks, right?
Yep, it's a trigger.
Yeah, so that doesn't even work there. It's still kind of a tough and scary thing. Like, I don't like relish the idea of going up against a Goreclaw player because I think when the corner is turned, I will have to allocate a lot of resources to oppressing the Goreclaw player so that they aren't getting those trample triggers. And so I think it's a really well-positioned deck. And as I mentioned before, it actually plays good removal. Like every 2 mana fight and bite spell in that deck is just terminate. I mean,
it's like 4+ damage. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see.
Another Derek special with 44 creatures. Yeah.
That's right. I love it. Yeah. Well, we've had somebody just join in the room here. Welcome, Puzzle. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, what's up?
Let's see. Your audio is coming through really quiet here. I'm going to turn you up.
Yeah, my mic's pretty far away.
Okay, cool.
That better?
Yeah. I've just turned you up to 165. I may have to adjust that later on. But for those joining us now, if you haven't listened to what we've been talking about before, we've been talking about Goreclaw, and then Puzzlebox just joined us here. If you haven't been to his channel, he is one of the members of the Common Theory. So you can find them on YouTube. Is it just YouTube, www.youtube.com? Let's see, YouTube.
I don't think we're big enough to have an actual custom tag yet. So.
Oh, you aren't? Okay, cool. So you'll just have to look for them. They're the Common Theory, like that. You can search for them that way. They've got some good YouTube videos talking about cPDH, the format that we're just about to play here. And it's a good time. So They can also find you at PuzzleboxDC on Twitter. And
Yep.
and of course for Derek, who we've been talking with, you can find him at Dear Reader Derek. Is that right?
Nope, backwards. Derek, dear reader.
Derek Dear Reader. Pardon me. I've slandered you on
Everybody
on
gets
live
one.
television. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna be Clay joining us here momentarily to join us for a game, and we're gonna be playing some cPDH. So let me know in chat how you're doing, if the audio is coming through clear, and of course, what decks you're excited about. We've had this big drop from CMM, which included really, I feel like there were the colors got a varied mixture of stuff. Like I feel like green in the 99 got kind of dunked on a little bit compared to like some of the other stuff we got. Like green got like Crash of Rhinos, which is like the biggest creature in the format when it's turned on, and then like, and that's pretty much it. The rest of it was kind of niche. Whereas like white got Generous Gift, it got all the glitters, it got Minister of Obligation, it got just like a slew of really reasonable cards for a wide variety of decks. We've got, red got like Gutter Snipe and stuff. Black got Dread Return and, Phyrexian, Gargantua, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Nadir's Nightblade.
Demonic Disciple.
And, and Demon's Disciple. Yeah. Although the funny thing is that as much as I was kind of a pioneer for mass edicts in the early days of the cPDH meta, when people generally felt like they weren't very good, I was slamming as many of them as I could. Nowadays, I think that we need to be a bit more disciplined about how many of those we play, because there's decks like Gretchen, like what you play, Puzzlebox, that don't really care much about edicts, because Gretchen is kind of not like, you can play it out and it eats an edict, and like if you make infinite mana, you recast it infinite number of times and you just combo off anyways. So
yeah, it's rough with Gretchen and Abdel
and TPI and even Gut.
All that.
I mean, like Gut, if they've got like an impulsive pilfer or something, you literally just helped them. So I think what that suggests is that kind of the best edicts are going to be the Chain Devil, and then honestly, it's kind of a funny one, but Rot-Tide Garganta is another one that could be kind of on that list, even though it is 5 mana. Because Rot-Tide Garganta, despite having the downside of if you kill it on the stack or you bounce it on the stack, then the exploit, even if you were to exploit a creature, it won't actually see itself there and it won't trigger. But it's also just a 5 mana 5/4, so it has that flexibility, whereas none of the other edicts really do. They're gonna mostly sacrifice themselves. But yeah, we want to be really disciplined about those effects nowadays, because they're not what they used to be, with the format having gone much wider, a lot more creatures and decks in general.
So the instant speed one though.
Yeah, Vraska's Fall's okay too. I like that it's instant speed. I still think that one, like I was putting it in all my decks, and then I had some amount of success with it, but just generally speaking, it was kind of, it still feels like the other ones, right? Yeah, it's still an edict, yeah. But the instant speed is big. But what you trade for that is you can't reuse it with like Reaping the Graves, Blood Fountain, Witch's Cottage, Mortuary Mire, that kind of stuff.
It's nice in Demir, but
yeah, for sure. So I think those are some of the things. So it feels like a lot of the stuff that we got was out of the command zone. We got Goreclaw, we got
for green,
Ariel. Yeah, for green it was in particular. We got Ariel, we got Akiri, we got what were some of the other ones that we?
Eshar and Melik.
Oh yeah, Teshar, Melik. Yep. I've already lost to Melik, so there's that. That was a crazy game. I mean, Nate Diggity he flipped like Frantic Search off the top, and then like chained it together for a snap that was put on top with the Mystic Sanctuary, and he kind of like stormed the hell off and like decimated everybody, killed us in like one big pinger combo turn. So I think for you all watching, you should know that Melik is definitely going to be coming soon. I have the thumbnail designed for it already. I'm pretty excited about the idea of combo decks that can defend themselves, and Melik being a 2/4 that generates repeat value out of the command zone, and also just like combos on a dime, I think is pretty exciting. One of the things that's cool about Melik is that you can like go for your Ghostly Flicker stuff, or you can have like a Ghostly Flicker in the graveyard, and you can start your combo turn by just playing a Mystic Sanctuary, putting it on top, and then going off.
Yeah.
Which is sick.
1-card combos, baby.
Yeah, 1 card. I mean that's as tight as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, people are obsessed with their Archaea Masters, right? But like, Melik wants them on top with a library, which is really interesting space to play around in.
yeah.
There's a lot of cards that do that, like we would have otherwise disregarded, like cards that, like there's one in Lord of the Rings, a 3-mana card that puts this instant sorcerer on top of your library and amasses. You could just like combo off with something, just put it on top.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, and we've gotten a lot of good island cyclers lately as well. So I think that there's a lot of credibility to just like instant speed, being able to tutor up this land. Lands are not also they're not particularly easy to interact with. They're and the ways that you interact with them, generally speaking, involve bouncing with like Boomerang. So yeah, it's just kind of an interesting dynamic. All right, there we go. Clay is in the house. What's up, baby?
I had to feed the dogs and stuff. My
Good.
apologies.
That is no problem at all. We've just been chatting. We got Puzzlebox to join us here.
Puzzle?
Yeah.
What does that
that's
guy
right.
know? What does that go? What does he know about magic?
That's true. Not much.
Ask him
Yeah.
about tier list though, right?
Oh yeah.
Am I right?
I'll throw
Oh.
my stupid opinions out into the open and let people criticize them. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
There we go.
All right.
Well, would one of
Do
you
we have a room?
do me a solid and open up a spell table and invite me to it? I'm running the stream right now, so it's helpful if one of you guys could take that on.
Where is my spell table link? Poop. Why are you not here? Okay. Anybody else on that?
Yeah, I got
What?
it.
Okay.
No.
Yep. And I think for game 2, we may be able to get Chris and Brewbear, Zach, Chris from One More Games MTG. We may be able to get him in here as well. So we'll send it and we'll play this first game. We're not showing the play space just yet here because we are waiting on
Alrighty,
that.
it is in LFG.
In LFG. Awesome. Here we go. Let's pop this bad boy open. And for those of you watching, thank you for joining us today. We're going to play some cPDH. Just to cover a little bit of what I covered earlier. Earlier this week, we worked on GONTI. I was really excited about GONTI because I saw opportunity for both card advantage in the command zone, breaking the color pie, grave flickering, kind of a creature-heavy deck using like Viridian Longbow to control the board. And ultimately, while the deck didn't feel bad, it also felt like there was a better option to be playing in the command zone that generated card advantage. And what I landed on was Corpse Augur. And Corpse Augur is a 3 and a black for a 4/2 zombie wizard. When it enters the battlefield, or when it dies, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of creatures in target player's graveyard. And what that deck allows you to do is essentially replace traditional card advantage like Night's Whisper, Sign in Blood, Read the Bones with drain effects that drain the table, and then you rely on your commander to generate that card advantage. And that card advantage is pretty damn significant. It can be anywhere from like 3 to 7 cards, and you can just play good mono black control. And so, occasionally we do something on Let's Build about 10% of the time where it's just not a flop. I wouldn't say that GONTI was a flop, but I just, after working with Ankylosaur and Mev on some playtesting and some adjustments to the deck, I felt really, really good about what we landed on. That's what I'm going to be playing today instead. Always got to be willing to admit when something we tried didn't work. That is the whole point of our live stream. So with that, we're going to move over to here and we're going to get that, get this YouTube chat here synced up.
I get to start at 40 because I'm on the rules committee, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Hey, that's 2 of us.
Hey, that's both of you guys. You get to start with a little leg up here.
Yeah.
All right, pre-game action.
Awesome. What do you got here? Teshar.
I got some stickers.
With sacrifice this permanent, that's a good one. Whenever it attacks, doesn't really matter. And then when it dies, okay, so you've got the good one on the right there.
I've got a couple decent ones. I don't have the best one, but I have 2 of the good ones.
Yeah, that makes sense. Here we go.
This hand is not good though. We will
keeping my first.
All right.
Keep my first 7.
And I'm just doing a couple of interface adjustments here to make sure everybody can see what we're talking about here in the chat.
Got some
This-
brand new Tangerine Dragon Shield, so if my deck slides off onto my playmat,
We'll know that you're cheating.
give me. Yeah.
Excellent.
This second 7 is playable.
Okay,
I-
playable second 7. All right, opening this up here. We're gonna take this YouTube chat window. We're gonna compress that bad boy down. Maybe it's a bad girl, who knows? But there we go. Okay, boom. All right, and then I need to get my thing in order here on my second OBS window because this is how I've chosen to live my life. So we're going to go to Corpse Augur. And we're going to go to Corpse Augur. And Corpse Augur. And Corpse Augur. Great, there we go. And I'm going to do a quick test to make sure that everything is looking copacetic here. Can reveal this card from my hand that you guys would be so surprised to see. But yes, I do have swamps in my deck. And with that, have we randomized? Are we all good to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so before we get started here, I'm going to do a quick breakdown of who we have in chat and what they're playing today. So in position 1, we've got the one, the only, the legendary Clay, my man, my co-host, my partner in crime here on his very cool build. And actually, we've been working on this one together quite a bit. Build of TPI, Third Path Iconoclast. It's a 1 and a red for a 2/1. You can cast a non-creature spell and make a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. And Clay's deck is, I would say, a combo mid-range deck. You've got the Banishing Knack combo in there. You have the ability to pivot into some aggression. A very cool deck. I'm in position 2 on Corpse Augur. And like I said, we've pivoted from GONTI. Corpse Augur here being a 4-mana, 4/2. You get to draw a bunch of cards based on cards that are in people's graveyards. We're playing mono black control. And then we've got Derek on Goreclaw. So we're teasing people with the tip here, giving them a little insight onto what is coming here. Goreclaw, Terror of Kalsima, is a downshift from Commander Masters. This is a 4-mana 4/3. Whenever you cast a creature with 4 or power 4 or greater, you're going to get a discount of 2. And when it attacks, you're going to give +1/+1 and trample to all creatures that have 4 or more power. This is a mono green aggro deck that Derek and I are really excited to share with you all in a deck tech / maybe a little let's build. We'll see. Coming. What is it? Is it coming on Monday? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, Monday's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A little scheduling mid live stream here, and then we've got Puzzle Box, host of the Common Theory here. Check him out on YouTube in position 4, playing another CMM downshift here. Teshar, Ancestors, Apostle. This has gotten a lot of hype, and rightly so, because this is a very powerful, grindy combo deck in mono white. Whenever you cast a historic spell, you're going to return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are all historic. And you're going to try and set up any one of 40,000 different combo lines in the deck that are all basically adapted to the scenario. So we won't be able to describe exactly how he will execute his combo, whereas for Clay, it's very specific. And yeah, it's really cool. So glad to have you all here. And Clay, would you lead us off?
Yep.
Excellent.
Good luck, have fun.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun, everyone.
Okay.
LHF.
Not Derek.
We'll first turn opt, and then I'll be passing the turn.
Gonna draw for turn, play a swamp, and I'm gonna start by just playing a persistent specimen. Start clapping you guys early with my control deck. Pass the turn.
Draw. Play forest and pass.
Typical.
Basic forest.
No 1-drop? No mana dork?
Nope. No 1-drop. There's more 2-drops than 1-drops.
God bless
I'll
you.
play a plains and pass.
Whoop. It's your boy.
Surprise.
Turn.
Yeah, this is what the deck do. All right, we're gonna draw for turn. Okay. Going to play the swamp. Gonna go to combat, and we're gonna push 1 damage at you, Clay.
Gross. I guess I'm.
Fuck.
Guess I'm taking that.
Send a message. Oh my god,
That's
I
right.
did that a couple days ago.
Nobody's safe.
I attacked with a gutter snipe, and Nate was just like, trade? And I was like, fuck. I was like, I wanted that. We'll pass the turn.
All right.
Sorry. Oh, pardon me.
Draw.
I am going to play a card. I'm going to play a Basilica Screecher. Yeah.
Sure.
Typical.
All right.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah, cheating. Cheaty face.
Let's see. Play a forest. Cast a Leafkin Druid. There's a 0/3, taps for a green. If I control 4 or more creatures, it adds 2 green. I'll pass.
Hot.
I'll play a Shire Terrace. This hand's shaping out to not turn the way I want it to. I will pass.
Tell me about it. Draw. Okay. Right, so we're going to play this land for turn. We're going to play this welfare stone that does nothing for me.
Trigger.
Wow.
Yep, and trigger.
Clay
It was
says
just-
nothing, but there's no bad cards in TPI.
Mhm. And then we're going to get a little greedy and we're going to slide a hand for another trigger.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, good, good.
People aren't greedy enough in cPDH. Get more greedy.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
So we're going to put this one into my hand and then this one and then ship it.
How do you spell? Oh, it's sleight of hand. There we go. Okay, cool.
I mean,
Bingo.
I suppose I got a hit puzzle, but you know, he's going to get the wrath.
No? You want to swing at him?
No, it's all right. We abide by the
We're
tournament
gonna
rules.
cycle this Troll of Khazad-dûm. We're gonna go find a swamp. This will go into my graveyard here. Play swamp. Pay 2. Creeping Bloodsucker.
Ooh,
And then we'll go to combat and we'll push 1 at you, Clay, and 1 at you, Puzzle.
Yep.
okay. You found my weakness.
Flyers. Yeah, that's always been
Offset.
TPI's weakness. Pass turn.
Draw. The forest. And we'll get Growclaw down. We'll pass.
Alrighty. End step, we will crack the terrace. Go get a plains tapped. And then I'll go to my turn. Okay. I'll play plains. And I will cast a Robo Pinata. And if that is good, I will pass the turn.
Neat. Tap. Okay. Tap for a black. Play a Mind Stone. Oh. Trigger.
What's wrong with adding a green, Clay?
I'm just making my way around the table.
Making your way downtown?
Mhm.
Walking fast? Yeah.
Excellent.
Interesting. Interesting. Things are not looking good. Okay. We're gonna cast of one mind. Trigger.
I'd say that's a pretty good start. I'd be happy if I were in your position.
Good. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Drawing 2 cards.
I play mono white.
Uh,
That's
Yep.
right. You do puzzle. That's right.
that's right.
All my planes are tapped. No mana leak. Or
Mana type.
mana
Or
type,
days.
yeah.
One, I have a playmat of the what is it? The Invocation mana type.
Oh
Sweet.
yeah, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Damn that gore claw. Mm.
Yeah, Gorklaw
Yeah,
is
it's pesky.
big,
Can't really
big,
profitably
heavy.
attack Euclid though.
Well, right now, yes, correct. I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna draw for turn.
Man, that looks good. Look at that.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna have to get myself
Multiverse Legends.
Yeah, I need to get a set of
Yeah.
those for my TPI. I just went to the store and bought a bunch of cards for just decks that I needed, and the new CMM set was massive for staples in the format because you can get really beautiful full art foil like Counterspell, Felwar Stone, Arcane Signet,
All kinds
and-
of stuff. Frantic Search.
yeah, like dude, the new Elvish Mystic is hot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's one thing that I don't think people appreciate enough is how like the 1 mana dork that they decided to print was Elvish Mystic. That was like a dollar or two, right? Like it's creeping up there. It's only been printed once,
Yeah,
I
and
think, except
this-
for like the Lord of the Rings precon.
I bought the foil for like $1, and it's like
Yeah.
one of the prettiest.
It's
foils
good that
I've
that
ever
card got
seen.
reprinted.
Yeah.
As far as like 1 mana dorks.
Everybody's gonna lose 1 off of Creeping Bloodsucker. I'll gain 3,
Against my
Obviously.
will, yeah.
and then we'll pay 2 for Thought Vessel. And for those curious, it was off of the Creeping Bloodsucker that I did that. And we've got Thought Vessel. We're gonna tap the Swamp Thought Vessel for Felwar Stone, and then we're going to attack Clay for 1. We're going to, let's see, do we want to?
I will block. I threaten a block.
Yeah, Persistent Specimen will go at you, Puzzle.
I've taken my 1 already.
Do I block that? No.
Okay.
I'll take 1.
Cool. And with that, I will ship the turn.
Play a Cave of Temptation. We'll go to combat. We'll attack Ryan for 4. Trigger.
Okay.
Gets +1/+1 and trample.
I will not block.
Okay,
1,
take
2,
5.
3, 4, 5.
Let's see. Then we'll leave that up. We'll pay 3, and we'll cast a Rock Maulers. So 4/4 trample with renown 2. So when it deals combat damage to a player, it gets 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good one.
So, answer me this because I'm a big dummy.
Yes, sir.
Does Cave of Temptation produce any color?
It can. It has a mana ability to add 1 mana of any color.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. We'll pay 1, and we'll cast a Fentorn Elves, and then we'll pass.
Alrighty. Oh, this is fun.
I believe in you.
You guys know me. We don't miss our land drops in our 29 land deck.
Never.
Oh yeah.
Never.
Um,
This has been your curse on the live streams lately.
it really has. It's crazy.
I really hope you stick with your guns and you don't like arbitrarily increase the land count of the deck because of the recency bias because you're playing very few.
Look, I am an advocate for playing as few lands as you can possibly get away with. Again, greed. Get greedy, everybody.
Oh, yeah. We'll be foils to each other. I'm like that that conservative 3% gain boomer vibes over here. You're
No.
Reed
what?
Dukes of the format.
We're just casting a Teshar with an empty yard.
Sag.
That's like the one thing I love about Gorklaw. It lets me play a deck full of 5 and 6 drops with only like 33 lands.
And if Teshar is good, I will pass.
Yeah, Teshar is good. At the end of your turn. Big brain. Here we go.
Yep, here comes the brain.
Reason why we played. I'm going to cast this Pyroblast targeting Teshar.
Sick. That's why we play
Cool.
Pyroblast and not Reb.
Yep.
Trigger?
Yep.
Sweet. Moon turn.
It's about to pump this board.
Yeah. Clay's going on the mid-range plan here.
I've got no choice.
No combo
Okay,
cards
draw
in
for
hand.
Yeah, Mac do be like that sometimes.
All right, so we're gonna play this Opal Palace, and then we're going to cast the Steelfin Whale.
Okay.
Oh,
One
well, that's a
piece.
combo card.
Right on.
Cool.
And let's do a graveyard check, see if we got any flashy backs. No, we don't. Unfortunate.
By
Play
the
better
way, for once
cards.
in his life, Clay convinced me to put Faithful Sleuting in a deck, and I've been very
Oh,
happy
yeah.
with it.
Mhm.
Faithful Sleuting in TPI has felt like a
Faithless Looting gets a lot of shit because of like people are it makes them feel smart to say Faithless Looting is card disadvantage, but that's
Well,
not what you use it for. You don't use it to like
yeah,
it
it's-
is, but like that's not why you play the card.
Yeah, the reason you can play it in TPI is because the deck has such massive card advantage in it that you're just
If
trying
you
to
have-
find it. And then
If you have any
know,
tertiary synergy with what Faithless Looting is doing, it's a busted card.
Yep.
I'm gonna crack this to draw a card.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good. And even if you don't, like TPI doesn't have a ton of like flashback spells or anything. It's just that sometimes when you're like mid game and maybe you've run out of gas, you like turn 2 lands into something relevant, and that's good. So.
Yep.
All right. Anything else, Clay?
We're gonna pass the turn.
Okay. We're gonna draw a land. Oh, look at that. God, I'm good at this game. Let's see. Everybody's gonna lose 1. I'm gonna gain 3. And
Thank God for Goreclaw.
yeah, well, we'll see how long.
Doing the Lord's work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna cast an Urgolem's Eye with Extort. Everybody lose
Okay.
1. I'll gain 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And with that, I will go to combat, and I will poke 1 at you, Clay. And yeah, and then I will pass the turn.
No blocks.
Cool.
So the 2/2 flight commander putting in work.
I mean, yeah, dude, if I could. Man,
Blocks 1 damage a turn. Just
I'll draw
think
my
about
card.
how much that adds up to.
flyers are good. Yeah, flyers are really good. It adds up.
Sure.
I mean, an extort is such a insane mechanic.
Play an Opal Palace. Let's see. So I've got 5, 8 mana.
Look at that. 8 mana.
First thing we're gonna do is attack. We're gonna send both these at Ryan. I have a trigger. I get
Bro.
this one to trample.
You not see the
Yeah.
Steelfin Whale?
I see the Steelfin Whale.
Cool. You must think
many
I have
cards in hand,
interaction because
Clay?
I don't. I don't have interaction.
I see you have 2 cards in your hand, so I'm betting you don't.
I don't. Yeah. And if I did, it wouldn't be for you. So I will take. I will not block.
Take
Wait,
10.
how many cards in hand?
I have 4, 5.
7, 8, 9,
Okay.
10. All right, and we're gonna take another 5 from that Goreclaw.
Mauler's gonna trigger, but 2 counters.
Yep. And now I'm gonna need to
then
start
we're-
punching Clay and Teshar here soon.
Don't worry, I will.
Okay, excellent. I figured you might be pivoting at some point here. You're just putting me
Yeah,
on
my
notice.
board state is amazing.
Yeah.
I have to get to the point where, yeah, I mean, you can't let Creeping Bloodsucker just like gain you 3 life every single turn.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. to you.
Especially
You've
while
got
especially
commander
while the
damage.
board's like pretty. I know. Well, yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
board's not in a place where I think I need to worry about.
These
ton of things
pingers
right
are
now,
good
so-
for you. Don't worry about it.
I know they are, but I just need to keep you manageable so that if I need to, I can just like kill you in one
Uh-huh,
attack if it
uh-huh.
becomes necessary.
And it's actually, we talk a lot about target priority, but like right now, there's actually not a ton going on, so that kind of makes some sense.
I
Although
still
I
got
think,
4 cards in my hand. So.
yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
So post combat. Yeah, I'm just gonna pay 3. Cast a Territorial Baloth.
Yep,
So it's a 4/4 with landfall. When a land enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2 to end a turn.
he's a big boy.
Yeah,
Just
he's large.
Yeah,
Only
just.
2/2.
Only.
He's very thick. He attacks as a 7/7 trample.
So I'm digging for my electricity, is what you're saying.
That's correct. It would kill my Finhorn elves, that's for sure.
I think you're. I think
then
you should
I'll-
be digging for something bigger than that.
And then I'll pass.
Yeah, we're
Hope you're on the
Teshar.
threshold board wipe.
and we're not even
Um,
seeing Goreclaw at its full potency. Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
lands.
this is kind of a slower hand.
This is the
Yeah,
slow
you know
hand.
me. We get those lands.
Yeah. That's what you get for playing so little draw in your mono white deck.
Yeah, you know. The thing is, I don't.
Like, is there a reason you're not playing like Smothering Tithe or anything like that? instead?
I would love to.
I heard it's a staple.
Yeah, something else is a staple too. It's called getting good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll just cast a Golem Foundry.
Nice.
Just throw it out there, I guess.
He's trying to combo.
Nothing in Yarn to reanimate with Teshar. And I will pass the turn.
Any end of turn effects? I do not. Move to turn. Okay.
I'll just say, chat. I would be honored to die to a mono green deck in this format. The Timmy is so strong, and we needed
Serum
this.
Visions.
Timmy's everywhere needed this.
Yep.
Trigger. Yep. We're gonna draw us a card first, right off the bat, and then we're gonna scry 2. Ooh, that is tasty.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna send it. We're gonna put it on the bottom. We're gonna send the tasty away. Okay, any flashbacks? Ooh, no flashbacks. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna add a blue and another. I'm gonna try to go on a cruise. Exiling 6.
Here we go.
Where's your blue coming from?
What's that?
Did you tap Felwar for blue?
You
I
can, because I have a Cave of Temptation in an Opal Palace.
Can you use the filter ability with
I-
Felwar Stone?
The land can
I'm-
produce that color of mana.
Yes.
So Felwar Stone can do.
I did not know that's how that interaction works.
I didn't know either, Puzzle. You're not stupid.
I asked this question mere 5 minutes ago.
I know, but I didn't understand the implications.
Okay, so there's 6 plus 1 more. Cruise. Trigger.
Yep.
Okay. Mana Tithe. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Like I said, with all this card draw here, I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need some help.
Sure.
This is my contribution is pingers and removal when I have it, and I don't have removal.
All right. So let's see. How are we doing this?
Look at how broken
We're
this
gonna-
format is. We got Ponder, Preordain, Of One Mind, Sleight of Hand. It's crazy.
I'm
I love
gonna pay 2 life and look at Ryan's hand.
Okay.
Of 2 cards.
Closing my eyes.
it. I am blocking
can't see
you
a
guys.
thing.
Doesn't matter. Can't see it
Yeah, you're the
anyways.
one
You've been
streaming.
rejected. Here, Clay.
Son of a bitch.
You see what I've got? Yeah.
Um.
Clay's just looking to make sure I'm not bullshitting him.
Ooh, that's cute.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's not good right now.
Okay.
Yep. There we go. And then we will unblock you guys. You've been unbanned. I have the power.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we're just cool to hang out.
Cool to hang out, he says. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to pay
Pass turn.
2 here.
I love chilling.
And we're going to deadly dispute this persistent petitioner. Or persistent
money.
specimen. Sorry, that's the wrong card. We're going to sacrifice that. We're going to make a token, treasure token. Unfortunately, we cannot pay for extort with the colorless, but we will draw 2 cards. And then I will go to my turn. I will gain 3. You guys lose 1.
Okay, down to 20.
Okay. Let's see. We don't have a whole lot of creatures in the graveyards, do we? Not yet, at least. I've got 2.
See, I'm actually doing this so that Ryan can't draw cards off of
That's
me.
right. That's right. Generally speaking, I'd be pretty confident we'd be able to get some cards off of Puzzle. He has generally a lot of creature in his graveyard, but he's not having a functional game. So here we are. Let's see. What do we want to be doing with our lives here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 mana. I mean, there's also just like casting Corpse Augur. Seems kind of reasonable.
It's a 4/2.
It is a 4/2. Yeah, it does. It does block the Gore. I don't think Goreclaw is coming at me this next turn, so I think I will. 1,
Did you
2.
did you gain your 3? Did we
I
lose?
did gain the
one?
3. You guys all lost 1. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to pay 5 for the Corpse Augur with
Neat.
Extort. 1, 2, 3. Everybody lose 1. Basilicus creature getting an enormous amounts of damage, as it does. And I will then go to combat, and we're gonna poke. We're gonna poke at you, Clay, with this 1/1 again.
God, it's a shame Derek's at 25 life.
I know
It's a shame.
it is a shame.
You don't want to literally poke the bear, right?
No, nobody wants to do that. My Felwar Stone also taps for black, which is something I did not know prior to this.
Wow, Derek, throwing by enabling Felwar Stone in your
I know.
monocolored
Gonna
deck.
come back to bite me.
Disgusting.
We're gonna pay 2 for this Witch's Cauldron,
You gotta sack this Cave of Temptation quick.
and we're gonna.
Well, I got an Opal
extort.
Palace too.
1, 2, 3. So
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
lose 1 again.
No.
No. And then with that, I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna tap. Draw.
I mean, for what it's worth, I would be happy with a
Play
draw
Forest.
3 off of Corpse Augur right now.
Landfall trigger.
Yep.
It's +2/+2.
Yep.
Yeah, get him.
We're gonna tap Leaf Kindred and cast Duel for Dominance. We're gonna fight the Steelfin Whale with Rock Maulers.
Let me read this real quick.
Yeah. Actually, you know, we're gonna target Goreclaw. We're gonna do it with Goreclaw. So I choose a creature I control and a creature I don't control. And if I control a creature with 3 different powers, I put a 1/1 counter on my creature, which I do. 0, 1, 4, 6.
I'm gonna attempt to dispel your instant.
Bro.
Okay.
Bruh.
It's dispelled.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunate.
There is a fear in my dojo, I'll tell you what.
We'll try this. I'm gonna cast You Meet in a Tavern
We must sink his battle.
and give all my creatures +2/+2.
Bruh. Oh my
Okay,
god.
so
That's one way to sink the battleship.
Yeah.
I'll respond to that. I'll respond to that one as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to mana leak that.
Attempt to
Oh,
mana
I
leak it.
want Mana Tithe in hand right now.
I'll pay for Mana Leak.
Bad.
Oh, I didn't see. Oh, that damn elf.
Get him. Oh boy. Well,
Sorry.
you took 3 damage off the table, Clay. With the 1/1.
That's true.
It does tap. The
Then we'll go to combat and swing everything at Clay.
How
Trigger.
much damage is this even? Like, is this is lethal?
It's like 26 ish. So we got 6. We got 7 here, 7 here, 5 here. So that's 19 plus 6, 25.
Timmy.
Okay.
He's got a lot of toughness though, so he shouldn't.
Yeah, he'll be able
Yeah.
to.
Oh no, it won't. But it'll
But
consume
yeah,
a lot of resources.
It'll hurt him.
I guess we're hoping for a generous gift then, or something out of Teshar.
That
Oh wait,
is-
Teshar doesn't play
I have
removal.
2 mana. I play Generous Gift.
All right.
You
let
do?
me
Okay,
click through
good.
these.
Yeah. So I've got a 9/9, a 9/9.
I have 4 pieces
And,
of removal in this deck.
Oh goodness, I'm blanking. 7/6.
Plus, the protection stuff like Stave Off. I have some interaction.
Okay, so out of your 9/9s, one's renowned. It gets bigger.
No, it doesn't.
yeah.
There's already a renown, so it's
Oh,
not
it's
gonna
already
pay
now,
any
okay.
damage. Yep, it just renowns once.
Okay, so what's the smart? I guess the smart block would be the Baloth.
Well, they're all trampling.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the goal is to kill something, right?
Oh, sure. Goreclaw then would be your answer.
Is it
Gore-
though?
It's the
Goreclaw
just
comes back.
it's the smallest one. I guess that's true.
Claw's
It
a
does come back.
7/6.
Yeah, it's the smallest of all of them.
Oh, my gut is telling me to kill the
They only have trample if Goreclaw is around. So if he does recast it and tries to come after you again, you
Well,
can
I
always
mean,
counter it.
well, at the end of the day, the trample really there's not much I can do about it, right?
Plus, the rocks already has trample,
Correct.
so it's really only
Okay.
one thing getting trample. But...
Okay, so yeah, we'll you said the rocks is a 9, so
Yep.
we'll throw 9 in front of the rocks.
Right.
And then how much is left?
9
7.
and 7. 16.
16. Oh, so we have to block.
Yep.
Unless you're winning on your turn.
I'm not.
Oh, I guess there's still Teshar in play too.
Hell yeah, there's Teshar in play.
Liar!
Yeah, I guess I gotta absorb what I can. All right, so that's this is 5 toughness, and I kill the rocks, and I guess I'm gonna. Let's. Goreclaw is how many?
7/6.
7/6, so not enough to kill it. So we'll I guess it's the same amount of damage either way if I'm not killing anything.
Well,
so
this is
just-
commander damage.
Oh yes, that makes a difference. So we'll block Goreclaw, and we'll kill the rocks.
So you take 2 from Goreclaw Trample, and then 9 from Baloth.
2.
Cards in
that's
hand,
a
Derek?
total of 11.
Got 1.
Okay. And cards in hand, Clay?
Here, hold on.
Many.
Like 9.
Like, oh
5.
my god. If we don't die this turn, it will be a miracle.
To who?
So what?
To who?
Oh, the whale's gone.
Yeah,
My
the
bad.
whale's
Yeah.
dead.
My bad. No. Yeah. Clay doesn't have haste in his deck. Every one of the Mirren Spy, Steel Fin Whale cards needs to have a turn in play.
Mhm.
Yep, my bad.
All right, and then that's it for me.
Wow.
Hey.
A Class A example of how you can use your attackers as removal.
And how you meet in a tavern is more than a draw spell.
And we talked about this before the stream, how Goreclaw is probably a problem for TPI, as well as Abdel.
I
This is a good
will
example
move
of
to
that.
combat.
Yes, sir.
Clay.
Interesting.
Huh. Unexpected?
Bold.
That's very interesting.
You sure you don't want to send that at Derek? I mean, kind of
Nope.
meaningless against me, but nope. Okay. Savage.
Okay. Taking 4 down to 2.
Clay's like, oh god, not
Clay, you
why?
were supposed to trade for me. You were supposed to be my sack outlet. How could you do this to me?
This is how I get back in the game.
Well, now
true.
there's a pinger and an X-Torter, and you're at 2. You could have been at 4.
Now, don't think about that.
But alrighty. I will play my planes. Cause yeah.
Well, Ryan's got what, like 2 cards in hand or 1 card?
I have 3 cards in hand.
Huh. Let's pay 2 for.
By the way, Flyjum is very excited about Goreclaw, and I share his enthusiasm.
Mhm.
That makes 3 of us.
Let's cast a Lunarch Mantle targeting
Nice.
Teshar. We found the worst sack outlet in the deck, but it's here. It is a
It
sack
has
outlet.
arrived.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Puzzle, how many cards do you have in hand?
4.
Okay.
Let's go 2 for a standard bear.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Clay, God.
Make sure Clay can't deal with the Goreclaw.
Yuck.
Is that good?
Yeah, I mean,
The irony is, I feel like
it's wasted.
like Puzzle, you might be the next, You might
Yeah.
be the next hit off of that Goreclaw.
I mean, I still
Well, Derek,
need at
Derek
least
doesn't have to swing at me because, as you appropriately said,
Mhm.
Extort's going to take care of me.
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
But it
I
wouldn't
still need
have
at least
taken care of you.
2 pieces
Right.
to deal with anything.
I don't know. I may not extort you, Clay. So
So I think I just have to pass here.
Okay. My last turn, better make it good. Okay, so we're going to cycle this Ash Barrens. Gonna get us a snow-covered mountain. We're gonna play said snow-covered mountain.
Oh yeah, notably this also makes Teshar a 4/4.
Yep.
Okay.
Just in case of crypt rats, I guess. Or pestilence. Or a board wipe from Clay. I guess that would keep him alive against the pingers too.
Cast this consider. We're
Yep.
gonna trigger. Gonna look at this. We're gonna
Graveyard it.
put it on the bottom.
Nope. Great. Yard it. Surveil.
Yes, yard. Yes. Thought scour. Keep forgetting that that's specifically in there for top
Brainstorm.
of the deck. Top of the deck shenanigans.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
One of the things I've been thinking about quite a bit with TPI lately is that you can get double pings off of artifact spells, and so cards like Arkham's Astrolabe, Witching Well, things like that have some added value too.
Yeah, Witching Will is a sweet card.
It
I like
is.
that one a lot.
It's a card I want to play more often, but I just end up finding myself playing other cards. It might be better than Brainstorm. That's the one card that I feel like in my deck I just don't have a ton of shuffle effects, so it's kind of like a 1-mana dig 3, get Brainstorm locked every time. I don't know. There's enough good draw spell hits in the deck that when you find one of those, it feels really good. So
Okay. Yeah, I guess I got no choice but to pass the turn.
okay. Yeah, I don't really know what's next for me here. I don't think I'm sacking either of these things to the Witch's Cauldron. I guess I could do the Corpse Augur. How many creatures do we have in graveyard here? We just have the rocks.
I have one.
And then
Steelfin.
I think I have the most. Yeah. So let's do it. We're here to do Corpse Augur things. We're here to do science. Let's tap the Witch's Cauldron. We're gonna sack the Corpse Augur, and we're gonna now here's a question with Corpse Augur, and his dies trigger. You cannot
Zone
send
him,
it to the
yeah.
graveyard and then draw 3 and then send it as a replacement effect to the command zone. That's one thing I'm not.
No, it wouldn't resolve before.
State-based action.
Yeah, it's a state-based
So,
action. That's what I presumed.
You'd have to
So I'd have to
choose
leave it
before the
there,
trigger
which is
resolves.
also fine. I could leave it there. I've got plenty of ways to get it back. And I'm probably, if I am the focus of the attacks, then I am gonna die anyways. And so, so my life total isn't really the concern. It's my commander damage. Although presumably I could take one more hit off the Goreclaw and I would be fine. I think I'm just going to draw 4. It'll be 1 for the Witch's Cauldron, which will, it'll be Corpse Augur first, will draw me 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, because it'll be Corpse Augur, Persistent Specimen, and Troll.
Yeah.
And then, so 1, 2, 3, and then I'll draw 1, 2, or sorry, I'm going to lose 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to gain 1 off of the Witch's Cauldron, and I'm going to draw another 1. And this is exactly why I like this deck more than GONTI. This is like way more card advantage. Okay, going to my turn, drawing, and then we're going to gain 3, 1, 2, 3 off of the Creeping Bloodsucker, 1 to everybody.
Yep.
Down to
Yep.
1.
And let's see. Well, we did find lands. That's good.
Is that a good thing for you?
Huh?
Not relatable.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally understand how that would be. This is pain for you. I get it. So, I guess I basically need to be just prepared for a possible Goreclaw attack, which might look best by producing a big blocker. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana in available. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do I want to do 5? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into an Underdark Explorer to gain the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
And this is mainly just for purposes.
That's guaranteeing a Goreclaw attack there.
Maybe. I don't know. A land isn't that useful to him right now. He's got plenty of mana, and so.
Well, land
Hopefully
drop.
you are the mono black deck with 6.
Yeah,
7
I
cards
haven't
remaining.
I haven't found any answers to this stuff. It's been a bit of an atypical draw, so I understand where you guys are coming from, but I could put that in play too. It seems reasonable.
Well, even if you had answers, the stacks piece won't allow it.
That's a good point.
I mean,
That's a good point.
Mhm.
Yep.
I have a sack outlet in play.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can always reuse the standard bearer over here.
Yeah, I can always
which
sack
is
it and
really
resurrect
cool.
it as necessary.
Yeah, it's like you don't have a ton of stacks pieces in your deck, but the fact that you can reuse them is pretty sick. So, well, gosh. I'm trying to decide, Clay, like in what world it's useful to have you around here.
I'm gonna die under the current board state. Even if nobody attacks me, all it has to do is come back around to you, and I'm
right, or you kill it. There's that too. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little torn on that.
And even if I could interact, I can't interact currently. So.
Okay. What we'll do here is go to combat, and we're gonna poke at you for 1, Derek,
Mm-hmm.
with my Basilica Screecher that has just been fucking PogChamp this game. And my intuition is, because I don't have like instant speed ways of triggering extort. So if you did get rid of you don't have any combo pieces in play though. So like, what's the real like value to that? There's not. So I'm just gonna pass the turn with mana open, and we can go on to you here. Onto you here, Derek. We got Mike V in the chat, loving that Raging Goblin playmat. Yeah, Derek said.
Oh hell yeah.
He's a connoisseur of the finest common cardboard. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And Raging Goblin, I grew up on that shit. I started an Invasion, and the cards I was gifted by my uncle included a lot of copies of Raging Goblin. So he's been outclassed, unfortunately, but it's still a very iconic Magic card. He raged at this, he raged at that, but mostly he just raged. I can't remember the exact text, but you get the point.
How much commander damage are you at, Ryan?
I'm at
10?
Yeah, 10.
Okay. What does this card do? Okay. Do much with the standard bearer. Let's do this. We're going to just go to combat. We're going to send Goreclaw at Ryan and battle out that Clay. Trigger.
Dallas, get rid of the standard bearer, please.
But I would like to see you not living.
That's fair.
Savage.
Okay. Okay. I'm dead.
Let's see. So I am
You have 5 coming at you.
5.
Yep.
Yeah. There's probably. I mean, there's a chance I just die. Giving you Gore Claw back is almost like not that great. There's a possibility I just die though.
I do have Opal Palace.
Yeah, and you have the Cave of Temptations, a sorcery speed effect.
Right, but I can't use it under the bear.
That's correct.
Anyway.
Yep.
Unless I want to make the bear a 3/3.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just ask you: Are you trying to kill me this turn? You don't have
Why
to answer
can you
that
put
question.
Cave of Temptation counters on?
I'm just trying to deal as much commander damage as I can.
Interesting.
That's so weird.
Which sounds like that's not Doomscar. Get out of here. You're drunk.
I don't have
Spell
Doomscar.
table. No, I
We're
know.
not
I
playing the white deck.
clicked your Cave of Temptation and it told me it was Doomscar. So I was just telling it to go home because it was drunk.
Oh, sure.
So I could block and trade with it, I guess, is like a conservative play to not die to some like Snakeskin Veil type effect. And I don't really care that you're gaining the initiative because I'll probably just poke you with the Basilicus creature. I don't know. Feels a little wonky, but I'm going to block with the Underdark Explorer just to minimize the opportunity to die because, you know, I want to stay alive. So, yeah, we'll block with this right here. We have our blocker declared.
Sure. No effects.
Oh, wait. You wouldn't even be able to pump it regardless, right? Because you can't target it?
Yep.
I'll just take the
Standard
5.
bear is on the battlefield.
I'll just take the 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just take the 5.
Snakeskin Veil targeting Goreclaw. Take 6.
You control?
Yep,
Yes.
you control.
Wow. I'm going to pay 2 then. This is so fucking lame. God damn it. I'm going to sack the Creeping Bloodsucker, Hail Mary, draw Snuff Out. Motherfucker, I'm dead. Wow. Yeah, okay.
Gorked.
Get wrecked, nerd. Yeah, I should have
We
just
call it
blocked.
Gorked. We call it Gorked in this deck. He
Yeah.
lays down the Gork Law is what he does.
Oh, man. That feels fucking bad.
I was building up my board state so that way I could do 15 or better to Derek.
The greatest win condition.
I don't fuck around with CPI. All right.
That's super sad to me.
I'll pass.
All right. Instead,
I am expressing immeasurable disappointment in myself
I
for the
can feel
group.
I will
I'm so
sacrifice
disappointed
my
in myself.
Robo Pinata.
Mhm.
Trigger. I will
Okay.
get 2 tickets.
You also
Okay.
get the initiative.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah, in chat, just like do the conservative thing. Like just
play conservatively.
I mean, especially
guess
for a
that-
control deck.
I would play the forest if I got it from you.
Yeah, I just forgot
This
that there
would be
were
my
the protection spells
tickets.
do that. I even said
Yeah.
I said what was it? Did I say Snakeskin Veil? Is that what I
Snakeskin Veil.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
literally.
you just didn't know the Oracle text on the card. Is all.
Yeah.
And then also during end step, I'm going to flash in a Springjaw trap, trigger
Sure.
Teshar to resurrect my Robo Pinata,
Uh-huh.
and get 2 ETB counters on this Foundry.
Okay.
And I will go to my turn.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Well, you've got 1 turn. Better make it good.
Yep, we're gonna try. See if we can get there.
Yep. I tossed that game down the drain, unfortunately, because I've got all these recursion spells. I could have gotten it back. Commander damage feels bad, man. Fly says, yeah. I mean, it's not so much that. I just forgot that a lot of the hexproof buff spells also
You
give,
control.
like they say, you control.
Your things, yeah.
So it doesn't change. Like Standard Bearer doesn't change that. So I should have just blocked with it, not to protect the initiative. I didn't care about that. I just figured I don't really want to give Goreclaw back
Sacrifice
on a
Robo
turn he
Pinata.
can cast
Get
it.
2 more.
So, because once he casts it back, then it's got +2/+2, and then it does trample for lethal. So there was a calculation there, and I did call the card out, but
Cast Ornithopter.
Yep.
Trigger target Robo Pinata.
Ooh, so recycling pinata for tickets.
yep,
Is that good?
yep.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Springjaw Trap
I'll
is a
get-
combo card.
2 more of these.
Yeah, exactly. Fly. That's right. I mean, I knew what I needed to do. I just had my brain was just extra smooth, like an ice rink.
Let's sacrifice Robo Pinata and place a sticker. All right, how do I need to do this?
Thank God Derek's commentating tomorrow. You dirty commentator.
Let's put. Oh, I should probably look at my
Stickers?
my bigger ones to see if I got any of the good big ones, but I did not. I'll put 2 to put sacrifice this permanent, draw 2 cards onto my Ornithopter.
Ooh.
Yep.
I will sacrifice my Ornithopter to draw 2 cards.
Pretty damn good. Yeah, we've got the combo attempt here.
I'm gonna make a token and put it over here with the sticker under it, so we can check that it has that sticker on it.
He's gonna storm into what's it called?
Astral Steel.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Cast a Phyrexian Walker.
Oh boy.
Get Ornithopter back.
Yep.
Cast a Shield Sphere. Get Robo Pinata back.
Okay.
Is that a loop?
I'm not certain yet. Sacrifice Robo Pinata. And then we will put when this permanent dies, return target creature to its owner's hand on the Ornithopter as well.
Okay.
Sacrifice. Well, we have to start by paying 1 and sacrificing the standard bearer.
Okay.
Then I will sacrifice Ornithopter to draw 2 cards, and then return Shield Sphere to my hand. Cast Shield Sphere, reanimate Ornithopter. I can now draw my deck and make infinite 3/3s with Golem Foundry.
It's so tragic because I had answers to this too.
Not infinite, but however many.
However many I'm making. Plenty.
Oh, the tragedy it just keeps getting worse.
So
dies to the aggro deck, loses to the control deck. What do you know? No surprise.
I will draw. Let's see. So this is.
It will be sweet to see a Teshar win, though. This is super cool.
Yeah.
What am I looking for to actually win the game here?
You've got Spring Draw Trap, don't you? You just need to find Phyrexian.
I need to make mana. I only have 2 mana available.
Well, how many?
Oh, I know how to get there.
Yeah, you
started making tokens.
Well, let's see. He needs to have some way to make. Let's see. I'm trying to remember the deck and how.
Don't worry. I have a way to get there. I just have to find.
You want to search for it in your deck? You can just do a little search for it.
He's drawing to it because it
I'm drawing to it because technically I could just not get there.
Interesting. Is this our first like non-deterministic win deck in the format where you almost like get Rog Monster?
Alrighty.
He has now drawn 65 cards.
I have Lotus Petal.
Oh, there we go. That's it. That's all you needed. Yeah. Okay. GG's. Well played.
Resurrect. I can now cast Ashnod's Altar.
Yep.
And make infinite mana with a Mirror Retriever.
And then you're sinking it into
Workshop Assistant.
Spring Draw Trap.
And I can make infinite mana and then sack the Spring Draw Trap, sack the Workshop Assistant to get the Spring Draw Trap back to hand, cast the trap, reanimate the assistant, sack the trap, deal 3 damage to your face,
Yep.
and loop that.
All right. Anything?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Nope.
There we go. Well, GG's. That was a
Go.
sweet game here. We
Go
have,
log your win, you bastard.
Yep.
Oh, I will.
Oh yeah. He'll log that Teshar win. Well, the answer I had in hand to that was Anoint with Affliction. Unfortunately, that was the. I think maybe with the Lunarch Mantle that wouldn't have worked. Well, no, it would have, because it would have put you the 1 mana down. That wouldn't have allowed you to Lotus Petal.
I did have another way to get there with mana. I have a here it is. I could cast Mirror Moon Vessel,
Oh yeah.
and then I could cast other 0-cost artifacts to make
Yep.
this end up going positive.
Yep. Yep.
So I could
Positive
get
enough
there
to
still,
do
but-
the altar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's work.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Very sick. And of course, it's worth mentioning too that this Goreclaw deck did the thing and kind of validated everything we were talking about in the pre-show.
Yeah,
here,
if Dallas
which
didn't
is-
have it, I had a Nidus Huntmaster on top of my library,
Yeah,
which
it
would
was
have been
just
like
you have to kill
it's
the
been like-
control deck.
like 6 extra power. Yeah.
Pray I
Yeah,
can't get
yeah.
there on my 3 cards in hand.
Right. I just
yeah,
had to go by the
very
board,
valid.
and the board wasn't that
Yep.
threatening at the time. So,
You-
and
you
I had
made
a
the
really good
right play.
opportunity, to punk Ryan out with a Snakeskin Veil that I had to bite on. So,
I know you just God. Yeah.
because I know
I-
sometimes you're one of those life total as a resource kind of guys. So I was just betting on you, not counting on it.
In this deck, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the thing I would say too is that combat damage against me, if it's not commander damage, is kind of useless
Yep.
because I just have the way to gain so much back, and that's one thing that.
Well, Goreclaw,
I think
not for Goreclaw though.
and it wouldn't have changed the outcome.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is commander damage. When people are gaining lots of life, you want to just make sure that your combat damage is going mostly at other people,
Mhm.
and it wouldn't have changed the outcome here at all. This isn't like this is broadly speaking. Broadly speaking, you want to focus on getting your commander damage in at the life gain people, because that's the thing that is
Right. And the only
ultimately gonna end
and
the
that's
game.
kind of why I looking back, that's why I was attacking with Goreclaw mostly, except for like the one big alpha on clay, and even why I attacked you for 10 that turn, just to kind of get you below 30 again, make you think twice about your life total just a little bit more.
Yep.
Just to
Yeah.
keep things a little bit
Yeah.
soft, but
Absolutely. And I think the other thing we talked about is just that Goreclaw is going to be a problem for TPI and Abdel decks, and that was a really good example of that.
And there's, I think what you're doing with the extort stuff and the vampire spawn is really kind of emblematic of what this deck thrives on. Everybody taking chip damage is really, really valuable.
Great. It's good for you.
For a deck
yeah,
like
you
this.
want that. Yeah.
And like even with just those two, I mean, that's not even accounting for like Reckless Fire Weavers or all that stuff that's floating around. So
Yeah.
it just gets
Absolutely.
easier. Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I really like about the black control decks that use a lot of the drains, is that they're contributing to the aggro actually in ways that are really positive. Now it works in my favor too, because it's ultimately padding my life total,
Right.
but it feels good to be doing something that's ultimately part of my card draw engine that is also pressuring people and like softening up the table in a sense.
Yep.
So that
Yeah, it
felt
looks
good.
like-
And
Looks like we're gonna
Mhm.
get Bobby to randomize. The other pod is done up, so it looks like we're gonna get some.
so we have the other option that we could do here is that I've got 2 people who want to join. So we could cycle 2 people out, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll take those 2 people with either you and me, Clay. We could certainly do that, and then just hop over and do our own, and then we could. I think
Oh,
we've
wait.
got 3 people who are interested.
You know
so-
I want some of this this meat in this other pod.
Yeah, he's looking for blood. So
Hmm.
and Finhorn says, "Oh yikes, Teshar doing the thing." Yeah, no, that was sweet. And also worth mentioning that Teshar doing the thing is always really cool.
Yep.
Mono white control like combo deck that super grindy and finding the win. That was overall, even though I'm salty about my own choice there, I think that was a really cool outcome for the
Mhm.
game. Still, we learned a
Sticker
lot
wins,
about.
Findhorn, we did it.
Yep, he did it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to form my own pod here, and we'll just do that, and I'll get some people in. Actually, if all 3 of you guys want to bounce, I can get, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. I'll
Work.
sort my own thing out. You guys go onto your own pods, and
Okay.
and then I'll get
Yep.
my own game worked out here.
Good game.
You guys have a good
Yeah,
one
good
though.
game.
Thank you for joining, Derek. That was awesome. Puzzle,
Yeah.
thanks for joining. Clay, as always.
Yep.
That was really, really cool. So glad to see all these decks doing their thing. And I also want to comment too. There's been a lot of discussion about casual and competitive, and something that I really want to drive home in the coming months here is that sometimes competitive is conflated with not fun, not fun-loving, not lighthearted. And what we saw there was a game where everybody was having a great time. We were all doing our things. There was plenty of interaction going around to fight over important things and not die, and we're all trying to win. But we all did it with a lighthearted attitude. So I think it's just something I want to be talking about more in the future. Here is just how we can play competitive and still have a good chill vibe. So thanks, guys.
All right. See you in a bit. Got to get
Where
some
do I
of this
go?
meat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
I'm
do I
just
go?
exiting the room. Bobby's randomizing us.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Good luck in your next one.
All right, buddy.
Yep. See ya. All right, folks. We're gonna get a couple more people in.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Who goes there?
A wild brew bear. Up here.
Oh, it's a brew bear. What's up, baby?
Here,
Not much.
Hey, you're back, Derek.
I'm back. I couldn't stay away.
Excellent. Couldn't stay away. Very good. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab one more player here.
Okay.
And we've got Chris, One More Games MTG, who is also ready to go as well. So we're going to get him in here, and then we'll move on to the next games. Everybody who is joining us for the live stream today, thank you so much for coming and hanging out and watching some great cPDH action. That last game, we had two members of the rules committee. We had 2 mods in there, and we played some awesome games. We saw Teshar do its thing. We saw Goreclaw do its thing. We saw Corpse Augur do its thing, and we saw TPI do its thing too. I mean, Clay, he
Like 9 tokens.
he drew a metric fuck ton of cards, and it's just really awesome to see all these decks operating at full capacity. And that was even with a slow start from Puzzle. But we should all keep in mind too that a slow start does not mean that the combo player still ain't the problem, because that was very explosive. I mean, I remember asking him how many cards he had in hand. And he was like 4, and it was like, interesting. that moment, that little pucker moment. So, Zach, how's your day been, dude?
Oh, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, just finished up the summer camp stuff.
Good.
Yeah. Great.
Very cool. Very cool.
I just need to save this image.
Yep.
Do that. Put it up inside. I'm gonna play a deck that you were working on too, a while ago.
All right. I'm going to do a quick swap out of this. I'm going to call up Derek just to make sure we get him in here. Hello, hello, my friend. Come and join us. Excellent. All right, I'll be over in the sanctuary. All right, and we are back. Look at that time traveler moving through dimensions here. We're a true planeswalker up in this. We're going to use the link that we were just at. So, Brew Bear, if you want to find that in LFG, same with you, Derek.
Yeah, let me find it. It's the Puzzleplex link.
Yep. I'm really happy with what my deck did that game. I didn't draw. I only drew 2 removal spells, and I have a lot more of them in the deck. But that was still very sweet. Very sweet.
Was it in the was it in the LFG room 3 chat?
That's correct.
It was in the
no,
LFG
just in
chat.
LFG.
Yeah.
Oh, just in the LFG chat.
Right.
Okay.
and look at that. We've got 4. Welcome, Chris from One More Games MTG. How you doing, buddy? Oh, let's see. We got to get that audio up here.
Yeah,
you're quite.
I haven't moved it yet.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, you gotta kiss that thing, man. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Closer, closer.
Boom.
There we go. There's that beautiful voice we all know and love.
All right.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. I just jumped into a random.
My OBS is freaking out. Here, give me a minute.
Where is you trying to load the spell table right now?
We have a spell table going, and we have an LFG as well.
Donde está?
And so if you go to the LFG,
Yeah.
You'll find in there the link to our game, which should show
which room?
Derek and. Oh, it's just an LFG.
Oh,
just
an LFG. Okay, I didn't know if it was.
Yep.
Just LFG.
All right, there we go.
Oh, is your OBS all
Yeah,
tweaky there?
It was all tweaky there.
Oh no.
Sorry about that. I obviously have to.
All I see is
Correct that.
Little Rads. Is that the one?
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I
Let's
thought,
see,
yeah.
It'll be
In LFG, it's the one from Puzzle
It'll
Box.
be under Puzzle Box. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Puzzle Box. There we go.
Yep.
I'm just out of screen.
Zach, it looks like we're on the same team or something here.
Does it?
I need you to take away that sexy interface that I made and stop colluding with me.
Oh. Yeah. No, I think we're just gonna cheat together, right? Yeah. That seems
Okay,
that
sounds
seems-
good. Are you also playing Corpse Augur?
Oh wait, are you playing Corpse Augur?
I am.
Oh,
I'm doing.
shoot. Okay,
I'm
I thought you
doing
were on. My bad. I just got home.
I mean, I can play. I could play like I don't know. I guess.
I'll play Lenny.
Lenny.
Mhm.
I mean, I could also play. I don't know, like Avalanche Caller or something or whatever. But the goal was to test Corpse Augur.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Okay. That might have been why my heart. I might have heard it slightly, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds fun.
There we go.
I'm eager to see how you did Corpse Augur though.
Mine's a little different than yours.
Mhm.
I went a little combo-y.
Yep. Man, when are we gonna see Zhao Hudun come back?
That's Silver Spay. I got 100 cards in it. I didn't do my lands, but that's I think okay. I think it's worth a test. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
All right, let's do that then. All right.
Once you stop cheating and you get your life total to 40.
All right. Oh, mine's at 40. Great.
Yeah, there we go. I'm just busting your balls over
I
it.
know.
And for everyone who's joined us today for the live stream, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you're enjoying the games today.
You want me to hold it
about
for
to
a few
get
minutes for
started
you?
with- What's that?
Oh, not you. Sorry, baby.
This one goes to there. Ooh, wow, that's gigantic. All right, let's do that.
So while we're getting set up here, I want to share something that maybe you all in chat will relate to. A little bit of my personal life and a little bit of learning that I had recently. I feel like something that I've had an opportunity to grow as a human being. I like to sprinkle this kind of stuff in from time to time because really this server and this whole project here is it's about magic, but it's also it's about you guys. It's about people. So I had a pretty shit job that was destroying my body and eroding my soul. And I quit that job yesterday. I gave them 5 days notice because unfortunately the things that they were asking from me were, or telling me to do, were outside of my doctor's orders, and I couldn't abide by that anymore. And we've had a lot of attrition at work with people leaving, and so we've been severely understaffed. And so I was going to be asked to, or told to drive 10 hours a day, 4 days a week. And I said no, and I quit my job, and I feel so empowered by that decision. I had a chat with a coworker about this, and there's the tale of Sisyphus, which is the Greek legend of the guy pushing the boulder up the hill. And the interesting thing about that legend is that basically Sisyphus was he was a murderer, but among other things, he was also prideful, and he violated the laws of the gods by killing one of his guests. It might have been more than one, but he did that thing. He was also a prideful man who was seeking the source of everlasting life. And so his punishment was to roll a boulder up a hill for eternity. And what is never stated in the myth is the lesson. And the lesson is what's left out. And that is that Zeus never instituted a punishment for him should he stop rolling the boulder. And the realization around that is that at any time, Sisyphus could quit his eternity of punishment and his eternity of dissatisfaction and failure, and he could step aside and let the boulder roll, and nothing would come of it. He could step aside, he could let go, he could give up the myth that he could push it to the top, and he would end his suffering. And so when I read this article on LinkedIn that talked about that, it just clicked for me suddenly that sometimes to move forward with things, you have to quit. And I think that there's a real lesson in that, because we're taught in our society that we need to push, grind, constantly work harder, all this stuff. And the beauty of it is that the day that happened, there were like 4 job opportunities that turned up, literally the day I did that. And I don't believe much in the idea that the universe like answers our pleas for help or anything like that. But I do think that when we make ourselves available to good luck by losing the baggage and the bad shit and the hard stuff in our lives, there come opportunities that suddenly, they show up. And so I don't say this to celebrate my own victory in this sense, but more just to illustrate that that if you too are in a situation that you don't like and that you don't enjoy, that doesn't feed you, that doesn't like serve you, consider whether it's time to quit that, and see if the universe will answer your action with a bone. So, yeah, there's my little soapbox.
Serious props. Like serious props.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was, I mean, literally, like, this job was killing me. Like, it was, I went into therapy for physical therapy, and I've been going twice a week for months now. And my therapist had to work for 45 minutes to get my QL, which is, your QLs basically go from your hips to your lower spine to your floating rib. So if you think on your back, it's kind of like a wishbone, double wishbone shape. And it sits underneath what are called your paraspinals, which are these muscles that go up your spine. And it's a really important part of your whole system, because it's like basically the mediating muscles between your upper body and your lower body. And so when your QLs get out of whack or overworked or tired, then it really erodes your ability to like sit up tall, to be able to sit for any amount of time, to be able to stand for periods of time. And it just like generally led me to feeling like really unwell and just tired, like exhausted all the time. And they had to work for 45 minutes to get those muscles to like relax on me. And they said, Ryan, this work is like causing you to regress physically from all the progress you've made. And it was like, damn, I need to ditch this shit and get onto something different. So yeah, I did. So I did. And so I saw blasting. All right. Well, we've got some starting hands here. We've got a fire pod here. A bunch of people I am honored and grateful to be playing some Magic games with. We've got my good friend and local connoisseur here in Washington. We've got Zach Brewbear playing Sivris Nightmare Speaker paired with Feywild Visitor. which is not a combination we've seen before, but certainly one I've thought about. I think Feywild Visitor is wildly underplayed. So tell us a little bit about your deck.
So it is a sort of twiddle deck. I'm trying to tap and untap Sivris a whole bunch and have all my cards be worth roughly a lightning bolt. So the choices are hard, and you get a lot of value out of Sivris's ability. And there's a couple of I don't remember if it's a full combo or not, but there's definitely some loops that can happen that are low mana,
Very cool.
if not infinite.
Yeah. Well, I think if we've learned to expect anything from you in the decks that you build, they're almost always out of left field, and you frequently bring very interesting stuff to the table. So I'm excited to see this.
Cool.
I'm in position. Well, we don't know because we haven't randomized yet. Who is the host? Would you give it 3 randomizations?
Am I the host? I've got a little shield next to my name. Does that mean that I'm the host?
That might make you the host.
I am.
The guardian.
All right, here we go.
He has the power.
Let's
1,
see.
2, 3.
Randomized player 1.
Yep.
2.
Yep.
3. It just stayed the same.
Okay.
Well, then I think we stay the same. I
Yep,
mean, as long
that's
as
where we are.
randomize
I clicked it 3
that's
times. I swear to God.
That's the ritual. So so yeah, we have Brewbear there in position 2 on that. We'll go back to Chris here on position 1. Chris is playing his mid-range build of Garna, Bloodfist of Keld, which is a commander that Brewbear and I actually explored on a Let's Build a while back. And this is a really cool deck, draws a lot of cards, applies a lot of pressure in the way that we like to see it in the format, which is to everybody, and has some really kind of wonky and weird rules interaction with end of combat, where you can do your damage and have your cake and eat it too. And Chris is also just a great streamer and member of the community. Chris, you want to tell people where to find you?
You can find all of my connections on omgmtg.com. Just go right to the website, and I'll have all the socials, the whole 9 yards right there.
Yep, we got to give you credit for one of the hottest tags in the industry. So
Go straight to the point.
Good for you, man. Yep, absolutely. And we've got common connoisseur, co-host extraordinaire, member of the rules committee for PDH. We've got Derek in the house here on position 3 with Goreclaw, Terror of Kalsima, the second place finisher of the last game. This is a mono green Timmy aggro deck, and it's a downshift from Commander Masters. This is an enormous addition to the format. Gets so much cool stuff that it can do. Turns out there's a lot of really useful creatures in green if you can cast them, and making them cheaper to cast makes them good. Yeah. So it makes a lot of mana on the first 2 turns. It casts Goreclaw on 3, and then it basically slams threats until the bubbles stop. We'll say that.
Yeah.
You hold everybody's head underwater, and it's really cool. You get to play a lot of good removal with the fight and bite spells. You get decent card advantage, and you just slap people incredibly hard. I think you swung at Clay for like 25 last game.
Yeah.
So very, very cool deck. I'm very happy to see this. And for those of you watching, if you are here and you're listening to this now on Monday, this coming Monday, Derek and I are going to be doing kind of a deck tech Let's Build combination for Goreclaw, because I think that this is easily a staple of the future cPDH meta, and it's going to set a whole new tone for aggro because this deck pivots like a motherfucker. So with that said, and I forgot to say myself here. Position 4, I am on Corpse Augur. We talked a little bit about this in the pre-show, and we'll just mention it again. GONTI, I wouldn't say it was a flop, but honestly, GONTI is going to be better for your paper metas that are more casual, where Corpse Augur just draws way more cards. And instead of playing draw spells in the deck, you just cast Corpse Augur, and then you feed your life total with Mass Drain effects. And this deck felt really good in the last round. I'm confident that this is kind of adding to the repertoire of Mono Black, and pretty sweet cards. So yeah, with that, Chris, would you like to lead us off, my friend?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, and I need to mulligan as well.
All right.
Yeah, this will work. Yep, go ahead.
All right. Let's just do Evolving Wilds Kraken, go to Swamp. Good to go.
Okay. I'm gonna play just a Swamp Pass.
Draw.
Swamp pass.
Play a forest, cast Boreal Druid, and pass.
Ooh, that's a dark.
Okay, we're gonna play a swamp, and we're gonna lead off the way we did last time with a persistent specimen, and we'll pass the turn.
It's a beater.
I mean, it got in for some damage last game.
It sure did.
Command tower, tap 2, Signet for Mountain Cyclone Oliphant.
Okay.
And good to go.
Ooh.
And your camera has gone a little wonky, just as a heads up.
Found you.
Yeah. I'm going to play an island and a surveilling sprite.
All right.
1/1 when it dies. 1/1 flyer when it dies. Draw a card. Cool.
All right.
And that's it.
Untap and draw. Play a forest. We cast a Humble Naturalist. It's a 1/3, taps for a mana of any color. I can only cast creature spells with that mana. And I'll pass.
Sweet, we're on track for a nice early Goreclaw here. We're going to play this Swamp. We're going to play this Bloodseeker. We are going to... let's... I think we're just going to pass the turn.
Yeah, I'm going to untap and draw. All right. Mountain. 2. Tap 3 for Phyrexian Rager. Lose a life, draw a card. Go 29. Good to go.
I'm gonna play a another island, snow covered, and I am going to have options. I think I'm gonna drop a Whisper Silk Cloak, and then I'll pass.
All right. All right, we're going to go all gas, no brakes here. Play a forest. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Goreclaw. A 1. Cast Biograph, sacrificing Boreal Druid.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
And I'll pass.
Yeah, you'll love to see it.
One
Yeah,
mana
that's a
fire
real
force
hot
is
start
fun.
here.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons why I'm really excited about Biograph, the ability to do that.
Tango
kind of
Golem
thing
is very
here.
similar. They both feel great.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so we'll go. Sorry, I'm just managing.
Oh, and I lose 2
I'm
life
sure
from the
everybody's-
Bloodseeker.
Yeah, everybody's going to lose a life, by the way, for the Bloodseeker. Sorry to go back on that. I was just
No,
posting
Bloodseeker's when a
Reddit.
creature enters.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's
I
going to
lose
be
1, Bruce at
Yep,
didn't
lose
yet.
1/1, and then Derek's.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
lost
lose
2.
2.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Sweet. There we go. We're gonna play this Swamp. We're gonna pay 2 for a Guardian Idol tapped, and with that, I will pass the turn.
Do Swamp. I'll tap. Actually,
And Chris, are you playing the first day of class combo in your deck?
I am.
Okay, cool.
I'll
And
do...
for those of you unfamiliar, it involves first day of class, Putrid Goblin, and then Skirk Prospector. Emrakul's Hatcher. Wow, that thing is coming down early.
Or any circle. Doesn't need to be
Yep.
specified.
Or any set. Yeah, it could be Thermopod. It could be a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not a huge number of things, but
No, it's any sack outlet. Yeah.
Ashnod's Altar.
You don't need mana for it. It's any sack outlet.
Yeah.
Right, but you need to have a payoff for it.
Garna.
So you usually have
Garna.
some
Yeah,
sort of
Garna
payoff
is
net.
the...
Oh, with
Right.
Garna.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Good point. Yep. Wow, that's really sick. Yeah, it's one of the
I'm gonna
reasons
lose
why we were excited
4.
about it. Yep, lose 4 to the Bloodseeker. Damn.
I'm going to pass after that.
Okay.
That's the pickle of facing the Bloodseeker.
It is.
I'm gonna play Cerberus. And I think that's everything. I think I'm gonna pass.
All right. draw. Play forest. We'll go to combat. We'll attack Brewbear with Biograph and Ryan with Goreclaw. I have a trigger. So it'd be 6 at Brewbear, 5 at Ryan.
I think I'm going to take it this time. 3, 4, 5.
And I will
and 6 for
take it as well.
Cypress.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Post combat. I'm gonna cast You Meet in a Tavern, choosing the form of party. So I'm gonna look at the top 5 reveal creatures to put in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, just one. Finclade Fugitives.
Ouch.
Wow, it's a bad
That's
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good card
But
though.
those were cards you didn't want to draw anyways, so
Yeah, still decent.
you had to
card
get through them
now.
some way.
And then I'll pass turn.
Boy, yeah, it's kind of an interesting situation. We'll just, we'll draw for turn. Gonna play this swamp. And let's see, Severus, did you lose life for that, Zach?
I did. Yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm
Ultimate
not going to be
creatures
good
and
about
fire.
following the triggers here because I've got a couple of other things I'm managing. So I
Mhm.
appreciate you guys. It is a May trigger, I believe.
It is.
So I do have to follow it, but yeah, it's just a little tough with managing the stream. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Sisay's ring.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I will pass the turn.
Draw. Geothermal bog tapped. 3 honored heirloom. 2 Phyrexian vivisector.
Sick. You'll lose 1 for that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the PTS. Move to combat.
Bloodseeker anti-combo card, but also just like
Good
Yeah,
card.
it's one of the things where it's like I kind of like need to like find the Fire Resist in against the first day of class combo.
Yeah. You just need to kill the damn thing.
Yeah, I have to find a way. Thankfully, I've been tweaking this a bunch. So, I just over there. All right, I'm going to swing the 3/3 over at Derek, and I'll do the 2/2.
Sure? I'll block.
I'll do the 2/2. I know you can just block. That's the problem. Yeah. Go ahead. There's the specimen.
Just 3/3. Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do though.
All right. Cool. All right.
Shields are down right now.
I'm gonna go combat.
Mhm.
Who am I feeling? I feel like it's just a little poke. Oh wait. First I cast Feywilds. Yeah. I'm gonna cast a Feywild visitor. Okay.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna move to combat. And then I'm gonna go poke at Chris.
Yeah, take the one. Yeah.
OMG.
Yeah.
All right. And I create a token of
The fairy thing.
1/1 Fairy Dragon.
yeah.
Thankfully it flies. You know how WotC goes with silly things.
Yep. Man, Feywild Visitor really captivated me when it first landed. I really want to build around this more. Little tidbit of maybe watch for this one in the future.
And then I'm gonna play. I think I just play a land. And pass the turn.
All right.
Check.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, it's me on my end. I'm just getting my mic up a little louder here.
Sure.
There we go. Yep, check.
I'll pay 4 and cast
Yep, there
Finiclade
it is.
Fugitives. 7/4, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less.
Yep, it does slap.
Let's see. Go to combat. And
Oh, you'll take one from the.
oh yeah,
Bloodseeker.
right. We're gonna
make
go.
Forget about the token.
Oh yeah, take a damage.
I'm gonna send both at Brewbear.
Okay. Oh, they gain trample.
Yep, 11 power.
All right. Well then, I guess I declare no blocks and sacrifice my fairy dragon now. And this one's you. It's a swamp.
Yep. You may have the swamp. Oh, I guess you have
have-
to do the whole thing first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then this one is a immobilizing ink. And the third one is an island. So the immobilizing
Interesting.
ink is to you, Ryan.
Yeah, I'll let you have that.
Yeah, you can have
Okay.
the swamp in it.
And then swamp and island is for you, Chris. Do you want to pay for your life? You can have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that island, seeing I'm at 22, and I'm several.
It's the beauty of
creatures to enter.
Sivris. Yeah.
Cool.
If the card isn't insane, generally speaking, you get it. And Sivris is like this crazy, like draw 2, draw 3 every time.
Yep.
Although immobilizing ink is a combo card, but I'm like kind of happy to have a combo player at the table doing their thing. So.
All right.
All right. So then damage.
Yeah, I take load.
11.
11. Great.
Yep.
Go to 11.
It's a poke.
No, it's
that's
a
a bitch slap right there. That was that was.
We call this. It's gonna catch on. It's called getting gorked by the Gork Law.
Getting gorked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be calling it Mama Bear in Brewbear's honor. So,
Here you go, Ryan.
Because Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, I'm all done.
Okay, got it. Cool. I'm gonna go to my turn.
Please do.
Yeah. So, what I'm feeling like is there's just this like enormous amount of damage over there. Let's see. Well, I guess it's like time to wall up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, turtle up.
Turtle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, no, that's not how much I need to pay for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll play a Twisted Abomination. And I will, and then I'll pass the turn.
All right. Untap, draw. Sorry, on my turn. Alright, I will carrion feeder.
Okay.
Probably I'm done with my turn, bro. Tapped for 4 for Garna.
You take 2.
Yeah,
I'm
2 from
gonna
the
take
Bloodseeker.
2. Yep. Trying to figure the rest of it they want. Good doubt. 1, 2. Okay, so I will do. Okay.
I promise I didn't leave to get this mask on. Had to get this fan because it's hot. But seeing as I'm the mono black player, we've got to embrace it.
I'm gonna sacrifice 1 for colorless. Y'all take 1.
Okay.
Ow.
And then I'll tap for a black for Phyresis.
In response, well, I guess Brewbear, do you have a response?
I have no responses to phrases.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I will cast Ancient Animus. I'll have Goreclaw. Actually, you know what? I can just do it with.
Finclade?
Yeah, I'll do it with Finclade. So we'll have Finclade fight Garna.
Yep. I can do.
Phyresis? The fuck?
It sucks I had the game.
Oh, did you now?
I 100% did.
Did you now?
Yeah, 100% did.
Green removal.
Derek laughs in mono green.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, what do I want to do if I do that to that? I didn't scry for that. Yeah, I'll say fuck it. I'll do supernatural stamina on Garna.
Sure.
Comes back, dies. I'm gonna scry 1.
Mm-hmm.
Does Garna say other? Yeah.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's other. No, scry 1 from the.
From
No,
Vivisector.
no. I
Yeah,
just wanted to make
Vivi.
sure I wasn't taking one.
She doesn't do a damage
Oh, yeah.
trigger.
And
Yeah.
it will take a damage from the Bloodseeker.
From the dude dying, yeah.
Yep.
That's good then. That's good then. Yeah. Did I scry 1 yet? No. Let's do move to combat. I'll swing. I see a massive smack on the kickback. That's
Could be. Although
All
you
has
got
trample
kinda-
too.
That's the thing. Yeah. I'll swing the 2 1/1s over at Derek and
Mhm. Well, there's 0/1s from
0/1s?
Hatcher.
Yeah.
yeah, it's more sort of the trickies.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I know they're not gonna die 100%.
So they're 3 ones.
Do I
That's
just
how
book
that
you
math
for extra
works.
2? Yeah, I'll just book you for the 3/2. So
Mm-mm.
after the
drop.
combat, doing the
Yeah.
thingy.
After combat, you're doing it?
Yeah, so-
After damage, you're doing it.
Damage.
Yeah.
Now before going to this second main phase at the end of combat, I'm gonna sacrifice these 2.
Mhm.
I'm gonna draw 2 cards.
You're gonna scry first.
Scry first, then draw. Correct. Yep. So
Mhm.
first one,
Scry draw,
leave-
scry draw.
draw that. Second one, that's not gonna do anything. Put that at the bottom, and then draw that one.
And 2 counters on your guy.
And 2 there, and the 2.
Unless
There's a
you're putting
lot
that
of
on.
triggers. A lot of triggers in Garna.
I don't know if it's gonna do anything much, but all right. Then go to second main. Do mountain for turn, and I'll pass.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
twiddle. I'm gonna untap Severus.
Yes.
And
So what I had was that on the Emrakul Hatcher, and I would have had exactly
Oh, yeah,
2
yeah.
creatures.
due to
Oh,
there
wow.
being exactly 2 mana up, I'm gonna sacrifice this Whisper Silk Cloak.
Yep.
Oof.
Being not the thing I need. All right. All right. So this goes to Derek. The Swamp goes to Ryan. The Triton Shore Stalker goes to Chris.
I gift you the Mortis Strider.
Okay.
And you can have the swamp.
Okay.
And you can have the Stalker.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Draw 6 in one.
Draw
draw
6
six
in one
cycle.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not terrible.
one of the strong suits of Severus is that you always hit your land drops. There is that part of it.
There is that part of it. All right.
I feel like if I were playing Severus too, I'd be trying to play stuff that generally was not game breaking, just like a lot of like generally quality cards, and then you just get them every single time.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I mean, that is a little bit part of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to I don't think I get another turn. So what I'm going to do
I don't even-
here is
I don't even know if you're the one who's gonna die though.
I don't think I die to like there's just like a Garna and a Bloodseeker and a
Yep.
like
Scarier stuff.
um
Much scarier stuff.
yeah. There's also just like life drain happening.
Yep.
I am going to swing this at Derek for kicking the crap out of me. And I make a fairy dragon. All right, let's see what can happen now. All right, I'm gonna sacrifice the sprite to. I'm gonna draw a card first, right? Yes, because the ability goes on there. And then we're gonna go. This one is Derek's. This one's Ryan's. This one's Chris.
Chris,
Um,
you're good. Oh,
You can have.
And Zach, would you scoot those over so I can
I'm sorry.
outside of your template so I can click them?
Yeah.
can have,
so they should be in my graveyard. Is what we have here.
Awesome. So Iker
Wellspring, Sylvok Lifestaff, and Dream Grip, which is another twiddle.
And a tap effect.
Or a tap effect. Or 2 mana for both.
Or both, yeah. Okay. Derek?
You can have Iker Wellspring.
Cool. Ryan?
And you'll lose a life as well. I will.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. And then I will give you the Dream's Grip.
Okay. Sylvok Lifestaff, Chris?
It's 3 life.
Mm-hmm.
That's getting large. I will. That doesn't do anything really for you. You can take it.
Okay, cool.
I get stumped it, but nothing like crazy.
Bro.
It's
All right, I'm gonna play a land. I'm gonna. I need to do things. So, I'm gonna play the Immobilizing Ink on Sivris.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna untap it. I'm gonna tap it and sack this.
You have to
dragon.
You have to discard a card to untap.
I do have to discard a card.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You got my land.
Ah.
Yeah, you got me.
We win.
the 37 cards I have in my hand are definitely all right. And then I'm gonna move these just off to the side a little bit so that I can hit. This one's Chris, Ryan, sorry, Derek, Ryan, Chris.
Yeah, you can have a land.
Yeah. Okay.
You can have the land.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about Sleeper Dart.
Cool.
Sleeper Dart's pretty good right now.
Yeah, that could help a lot.
That was a good one.
I'm gonna cast a one, two. I'm gonna cast the Life Staff. And then I'm gonna pass the turn.
But not the dart?
No.
Interesting.
Untap, upkeep.
I need to discard a bunch, but
Oh, sure.
mostly
Yeah,
gonna
what
be
you
lands. It's gonna mostly be lands.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll discard the Clever Conjurer. All right. It was all lands and a Clever Conjurer.
Sure. Let's see.
And just want to give a warm welcome to everybody who's joined the chat. Thank you so much for coming and joining us for the cPDH evening here. A little bit of FNM. Hope you're enjoying the stream today. We've got a fire pod with One More Games MTG Chris here. On the top left, we got Brew Bear, and we've got Derek from the PDHRC.
I'm going to encore my
Really honored to be a
fugitives.
part. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make 3 tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Go to combat.
All right.
Gonna lose the
On
3
move
for
to combat, I
thing.
have an
Yeah, lose 3.
effect. If anybody
Yep.
else has any effects
I got nothing to do
before
on mine.
that. All right. I am going to Dream Grasp, tapping, and evoke it, entwine it. I mean,
Sure.
tap Goreclaw,
Mm-hmm.
and untap Cypress.
Okie doke. Then we'll go to combat, and we'll send 1 7/4 at each of you, and we'll send the Biograph at Brewbear.
Okay.
I'm taking 7.
So they don't have trample, right?
They don't have trample. That's
No.
correct.
All right.
I will declare block with my Twisted Abomination. Let's see. No trample, but
Oh.
it can't be blocked by the Persistent Specimen. I'll declare block with my Twisted Abomination.
Mhm.
And then I'll pay 1 for a Regeneration Bubble.
Sure.
I got nothing, so I gotta take the 7. Oh, not 18. Come on.
I'm gonna block the 7/4 with Cypress.
Yep.
And I'm gonna sacrifice the Silvok Life Staff. And go 1, 2, 3. So Derek, you get an Alchemist Vial.
This file.
That might be worth it for you.
And
can see
a
that.
Workshop Assistant is for you, Ryan.
You can have that.
No, you can have the Alchemist file. It's fine.
Phyrexian Vivisector is for you, Chris.
You can have the twin. Oh, Jesus.
Cool.
Jeez,
Bro,
there's
take
so
it.
many cards.
Face.
It's insane.
Cypress dies. Goes back to Can Zone.
And then go to end step, and these things will
I take 5.
go away. Yep. Go ahead, Ryan.
Okay. I will go to my turn. Draw. 1, 2, 3 for Pristine Talisman. Let's see. Do I actually want to do that? Let me think about that. Yeah, I do. I do want to do that. And then we'll go 1, gain a life, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to cast Diregraph Scavenger.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to exile a creature card from a graveyard. There's nothing relevant for you, Derek?
And Boreal Druid. That's not relevant, though.
Okay, and then Chris, what's your graveyard situation looking like over there? I think it's going to be you, so.
Oliphant, Phyresis, and Supernatural Stamina.
I don't know if you're a Dread Return deck or not, but I guess Oliphant would be one pick.
I'll say I am.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, cool. Awesome. We'll get rid of the Oliphant. Sorry, Elephant. I love you guys, pals, but the Elephant's got to go. Everybody's going to lose 2. I'm going to gain 2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that, I will pass the turn.
Okay. Do a swamp. All right, I'm gonna go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
There are 28 Jeepers Creepers. That's a pickle. Need to draw cards though.
I have 2 cards in hand right now.
Yeah,
Is what
and you
I've
have the
got.
one black. Yeah, one black open.
But if you make him do it and regenerate his abomination, it'll be tapped on my
Yeah,
combat.
exactly. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'm trying to focus on it.
Oh,
right now.
don't worry. You can swing at me, and I'm not gonna. Yeah. I'll probably just eat one of your creatures and then block one of Derek's. So
That's 5/5. I can make some of it. But I'm gonna do that. Okay. Move to combat. Onto swinging at Ryan for 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3.
got it. I will declare a block with the persistent specimen on your carrion feeder.
Yep.
So this will be blocker here. And then I will declare blocks with the Twisted Abomination on your Phyrexian Vivisector.
All right.
Ready to go to damage?
Yep. Before that, I'm going to do. This, but it's fine. Not gonna die. I do this to this. Put you down there. Gotta kill him off there.
You don't have to kill me now.
No, it's gonna be it's gonna just incidental. It's sorry, you're dead.
Okay. Well.
All right. So move the
You
damage.
didn't mean it.
Yeah. So move the damage. The damage is gonna resolve.
Yep. I'll take 3.
I'm gonna sacrifice this so that then. No, that's the persistence. So that's fine.
Yep. So you can sack the
Sack
one
that
of
to
the,
do-
the
yeah.
Vivisector. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So I'll be hit
scry.
for 7.
No, just 3. But you said you were blocking these 2. That's 3.
Let's see, 3, 2. No, so I blocked this right here is blocking your Vivisector.
Yep.
And this right here is blocking the carrion feeder. Yeah. Got it. My bad. So I'm taking 3.
Yeah, just the 3. I'm gonna scry and then put this at the bottom.
Yep.
And then draw.
And that'll be 1 damage to everybody when you do that.
No, because I did it at the.
It's inside combat.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Um,
Guys, look at how brain my smooth is.
2 for Discordant Piper.
It is after combat.
This is post, correct? Yeah.
Okay, so the Vivisector's dead. Is that right?
Vivisector is dead.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I still.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Discordant Piper.
Yep.
I'm gonna lose 1. Go to 9.
Playtest needs to be looking at the right thing, which is Corpse Auger, and there go all the viewers. But that's okay.
Yeah.
We will rebuild.
All right. Are we back?
I think we are. Yes.
All right. So let me think here, because I think I could do an interesting thing. I'm not sure what this means if I do it though. Let's see.
All right.
Oh, boy. Yeah, let's do this. I'm just going to attack Chris for 5. Go to combat, attack Chris for 5.
Yeah, I'll do put the goat in front of it and sacrifice it.
Sure.
So y'all lose 1, and I lose 1.
Wait.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no way to sacrifice my scorpion. All right.
Sag.
Right. Then tap Naturalist for a green and 1 to cast a Wall of Roots. I'll lose 1. I'll put a counter on the Wall of Roots and tap a green to cast an Uvenwald Captive. Lose a life. It's a 1/2 defender, adds a green. I can pay 7 to transform into a 4/6 that taps for 2 mana.
I love that you're playing that card in there.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And then I'll pay 3 and cast a Silverback Shaman.
Yeah.
I'll lose another life.
Gorilla.
And that's it for me.
Okay. We're gonna
More so
draw
digging
a
away to
card.
kill the freaking Bloodseeker here.
Yeah, did you lose one for the goat?
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
I'm at 8.
Gotcha.
So yeah, let's what kind of how many cards do we have in hand?
Goose egg.
Okay, goose egg, and how many cards in graveyard over there, Derek?
3. Boreal Druid, Ancient Animus, and You Meet in a Tavern.
And what about you, Chris? What's your graveyard looking like?
I added a goat.
How many
Discorded
creatures do you
Piper.
have?
5 total.
5 total?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can take 5. Um, wait, where did my? Oh, there's my Twisted Abomination.
He's over there now. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go 1, gain a life, 2, 3, 4. Oh, whoa there.
All right, make token copies of your swamp and put them on top of each other.
Oh,
Did you lose all the swamps out of your deck?
So this is because. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, it's doing.
These need to go away. I'm sure you guys understand. Oh no.
No, yeah, just leave one as the normal one. You can't grab more than one. Yeah.
I know I can't, but I'm not grabbing more than one. I'm just trying to
get stuck there. Yeah, there's no like fixing it when spell table hits it that way.
Okay, so for everybody watching later on, that's what we're gonna do.
Swamps.
Yeah, I don't have this many swamps. That is not what's going on. So I could. How many power do you have on board there, Derek? You've got
Enough.
He's got many. Yeah, you can flip this thing into a 4/6. So 4, 5, 10, 15.
It's like 22-ish.
20 something, yeah. It's a lot. Which means that casting Corpse Augur is suicidal. What I really need to do is cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll cast this Troll of Khazad-dûm.
Ooh, nice.
And I
Two
will
Swamp Cyclers in play.
pass the turn. Yep, this is why we play them. They are just cards that you can cast.
Mm-hmm.
Damn bastard! That stupid Bloodseeker.
I'm sure you've got removal spells in there somewhere.
I do. I haven't drawn a single one. I've gotten like combo pieces, like things to really bring the table down. But the thing is, like, I could get you down to a very, very low amount right now, but I'm gonna die before it even happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you'd be dead on the crackback.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's the pickle. I have to do it anyway. I'll take.
I feel like your best bet's to probably chill then, if that's the case.
A part of me wants to just force it and see what happens.
The
only reason being is like Derek's got a lot on the board, and I can only block by 3 things, and this dude can't block. Period. The goat's gonna be is a 0/1, right? Or is it 1/1?
A 0/1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, if I do sacrifice these, draw 3, do these, makes 4, go to 4. Yes, true. I'm gonna do the swing over at you, Ryan, with the 3. 2, 2, 3, 3, and 0/1.
I wonder if this is where I'm supposed to. So not swinging with the carrion feeder.
I need to retain the sack just in case.
Interesting.
I'll just be upfront with it.
I mean, I could sack the Bloodseeker to this, and that would kind of take that. That's another option too. I'm happy to negotiate to get rid of the Bloodseeker if that's what you want to do. If you want to swing
Because
with
right
one
now,
thing.
total wise, I could bring down.
Because this
the
is basically the problem for you, because I have 2
Yeah,
cards in hand
100%.
and I don't really have anything else. So if you want to swing at me, I will sack the Bloodseeker if you swing with less. Although you're also swinging with, I could also just like eat this stuff too. I don't have to negotiate, do I?
4, 5,
You don't.
6,
No.
7.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Because I can do.
Because I'm willing to negotiate over the Bloodseeker if it means less aggression towards me, but I need to know what that meant, because otherwise I'm just happy to keep it in play.
Well, like, what does that mean? Like negotiating for less aggression towards you when you're in.
I'm not. I mean,
the highest. Like,
what game are you trying to seek out in the end of
I'm
it all?
stable right now because I have creatures, but I have no draw spells in hand, and I have like nothing to really do. So, and I can draw cards with Corpse Augur, but it's going to come at an enormous expense to my life total, and so it's kind of turned off. So even though it looks like I'm the problem right now, I'm not swinging at anybody, and I haven't. And the only thing that's been dealing damage is the Bloodseeker. So,
well, the way I see it from Chris's position is that I don't have great. I lose a lot if I attack you. And I think by him softening you up a little bit makes you a more attractive target to me. I could just.
He doesn't
kill him
actually
if I want
convert
to.
any damage though when he swings at me. He just loses his board because I go troll.
He can chump. That's the thing.
I don't even have to chump. I just win combat. It's not profitable for you to do that. If you want to swing and draw cards,
also attack with Garnet too. I mean, with all that mana.
Yep. Or you could.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's also. You do have a profitable attack with the Carrion Feeder elsewhere, where it's not going to just get eaten by something.
It's still 4. That's 4.
Or if it does, it's a gang block, and then that's like a lot, right? Like taking out the board is like what's scary right now, I think.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it could look like scary, but it's also just like these creatures are not attacking; they're just blocking.
I'll do 3 at Ryan and this at Derek.
Okay. Cool.
It's 4 and it's 3, 2, 0.
Okay. I will. I think Derek's first for blocks.
Correct.
So it's 4.
Probably just block with the Wall of Roots, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if.
Because
I keep Wall of Roots, then I can flip.
Exactly.
Captive,
or you top deck a land, one of the two.
And trading Shaman for an extra card seems pretty decent.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that certainly makes me like less likely to kill you on the back.
Because I can replace the threat is the thing with this. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I currently have no cards. So that's what I'm going to block with Silverback Shaman.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
And then for me, I will block Troll on the 3/3 and Twisted Abomination on the 2/2, and I'll let the 0/1 come through.
Yeah. So before the damages, do Swamp, tap for black, Undermining Malice on Emrakul's Hatcher.
Yep.
And then I'm going to sacrifice the 3 to draw 3. And this goes to a 9/9.
And I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who came back to the live stream here after we had our blue screen of death. Thank you for coming back. It always feels a little spooky. It's like, oh my God, we lost all of our viewers. So thanks for coming back for some more great cPDH action. And I will mention too, as I mentioned in chat, if you do want to support this channel and support the continued creation of the content, and if you enjoy this stuff, we have a patreon.com/common connoisseurs where you can help me buy a new computer, because my 8-year-old computer is showing its age, as you can see. So that's a great way to support the content and the channel. We also do super chats if you want us to look at your deck on live stream and get the feedback from our great co-hosts. Look at that. You talk about money and people dip.
Yeah.
It's okay. I understand.
I'm going to do tap 4 for Pestilence.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
I'm then going to sacrifice these 3 to Carrion Feeder. Y'all will take 3.
And you'll also take 3 for all those 4 actually.
Yeah,
you
I
already
took,
did.
Oh, you
the
did that.
damage,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And then I'm gonna activate Pestilence for 1.
This will die, and I will take 1.
Do it for 3, but that's gonna die there too. Garna's gonna kick itself out.
You take 1 too from Pestilence Curse.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out another thing before. Cause I'm gonna.
Yeah, how many times can you actually pay into that thing?
2 more.
I mean,
Then-
but then you're really
Quote
dead,
unquote,
right?
yeah, exactly.
You have 3
One
colors.
of the colorless. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 1 colorless and the red for Krenko's command. Make 2.
Lose 2.
Oh.
No, dude's gone.
Oh
Seeker's
yeah, he's
dead.
gone. That's right. Yeah. God, Seeker did so much damage this game. I've been talking about Trespasser's Curse, but that card fucks. Holy
Which
crap.
is Cottage, putting back a creature on top because I have 3 swamps.
Yep.
Do I actually do that? Sacrifice in response, put that there. Yeah, actually, I'm going to sacrifice this. Well,
Okay.
put that on the stack.
Yep.
So you'll lose 1.
Mhm.
Goes to 4. Put that back on top. And activate it 3 more times. I think knockout put me at fucking
That does.
0. You
Kills
dumbass.
you. It would be
the
really
two-
nice if you could activate it for 4.
Yeah,
That
2 more
kills all the
times.
problems.
Yeah. So it'll be 3 total. I'm at 1.
Okay,
So
that
you'll
will kill
lose-
the Scavenger, and then I will pay 1 to regenerate the Twisted Abomination.
And then you lose another 2 off of the Garnet.
Yep, 5
abilities.
total.
So 1,
Yep.
2 off the
That's up there.
2 off the Pestilence, and then 2 off Garna.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Wait, you only activated it for 3. Why is Garnet dead? I thought Garnet
Because it was 3 total this turn.
3 total. I did 1 and then I did 2.
It's a 4/3.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a 3/4.
I would love if it was a 3/4.
I know, yeah. Anytime you see a 4 toughness commander in the command zone, Pestilence gets so damn good.
And there's 2 creatures left. So I'll just kill myself to do the rest of it. Nah, screw it. Pass. I'm at 1.
Wow.
You got a big creature though.
Play
I have
Forest.
a very large individual.
Be large and in charge. That's right.
I love how the only removal I get is it kills me.
Yeah. For your mid-range deck, maybe you need a couple more kill. Are they just hiding? Have you just
They're-
like
I
bricked?
literally I just redicked. I'm probably gonna bring test
How
it
many-
out for tomorrow. I added I think like 3 or 4 more removals.
So you're probably on like 10?
I think it's
Or
like 8
more?
or 9 right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more of a boomer when it comes to my removal. I'm all reduking the shit with like 15 in every black
Yeah.
deck I play. But I
put a lot of
understand though,
thought to
because
doing that, you know.
Because the thing is that like Garna, like the cost of that is that Garna needs to have a lot of creatures. Yeah, a lot
I
of
gotta create
fuel.
the amount of fodder in order to like
Yep.
fuel it up. Yeah.
And so you can run less if you draw more cards, right? That's one way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming your engine works and everything.
Let's see. Okay, we'll do this. Pay 4 and cast a Vicious Typhon.
Yeah, Voracious
There we go.
Typhon. I love this card. This is so
I'll
cool.
go to combat.
Yep.
I'll attack Ryan for 5.
I will take the 5. I think. Is there any way that I lose here? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
You could possibly lose to Chris, but that's fine. I am going to pass there.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. I'll play 1, 2, gain a life off Pristine Talisman, play Basilicus Creature,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then I'll pay
that's pretty good.
1, 2, 3 to extort a Lampad of Death's Vigil.
All right, I'm dead.
Minty.
Hey, we did
Nice.
it. I didn't attack a single time this game.
You did not.
That's sick.
Pretty
How
wild.
silly! How silly is that? That's wild, man.
bonkers.
I mean, that's kind of how I drew up the deck. Was like, just like pad your life total with a bunch of mass drain effects, and yeah, fun stuff. Well, chat. Thank you all for sticking around for that next game. We got CPDH guide. We got Clay saying TPI took down the other pod. Cast a keep watch for 13 cards.
Damn.
It's fine, I guess.
Heavy breath. Holy Moses, that's sick. Wow. Yeah, that's dope. Very good. Well done, Clay. Well done. So we've got time here to play another one if you guys do.
I actually have to split, unfortunately.
And I have a 10 o'clock game.
That's right. That's right. Cool. Well, you know what we'll do then is we're probably gonna wrap things up here. But I want to real quick before you guys dip, I want to thank you all so much for coming and joining us for this live stream today. Chris, thanks for bringing the heat. That Garna deck is really sweet. I hope you do really well in the Sanctuary PDH event. Zach, as always, thank you so much. I do look forward to playing some Paper Magic with you soon. It's something that I am so starved for these days. And yeah, so and then Derek, as always, man, you're a pleasure to have here. So thanks for bringing the heat with the Gore Claw. And and then for those of you watching here, I just want to let you know that Derek and I are going to be doing a Let's Build Deck Tech on Monday with Goreclaw. We're going to be bringing a lot of attention to this commander. I think, has all the ingredients. Before I'd seen it play, it looked like it had all the ingredients for a premier CPDH aggro deck. But I think having seen it perform, I am more convinced than ever.
Oh, yeah, it keeps doing better and better.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get it out on like turn 2-3 very effectively, and that's once you do that, you're golden.
Turn 3 every game.
Yeah, exactly. Turn 3 every game. Yep, it's pretty mathematically sound, and you get to play a lot of incidental card advantage with cards like Silverback Shaman, and with even the cards like Voracious Typhon or the Loathsome Chimera, where you've got things that come back from the graveyard. A lot of really cool interactions. So definitely make sure to keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Derek and I may have different approaches that you can consider for Goreclaw because there are a lot of great options for that commander. And Brewbear also bringing the Sivirus Nightmare Speaker with the Feywild Visitor. Obviously, you died quickly there, but I think the cool thing is that we did see you draw 20 cards.
Yeah. I did get to exactly 69 cards.
69 cards. He hit the magic number, folks. So that's fabulous, dude. And I think that this is something that we really ought to see more experimentation with. Every time I play against Sivirus, it draws more cards than any commander I've ever seen. I've seen games where people drew 15 cards off of this in one turn. And definitely some interesting game theory there, because you're basically giving people a choice over your your cards, and people aren't going to take a bolt for the most part for just generic cards, right? And lands, things like that. So pretty darn cool there. And then with the Garna, I'm really stoked to see you doing a mid-range version of this. I think Zach and I had decided that it was probably an aggro commander, but I think that there's a lot to be said for the way that the pinging allows you to pressure the whole table while also, which helps you when you want to pivot. So that's very cool. And then finally, talking about Corpse Augur, I'm really happy with how this deck performed in both games. Both games, I got my ramp online early, which is exactly what I designed the deck to do. There were mass drain effects that kind of kept me alive, creatures that disincentivized attacks. That game, it was interesting that I didn't really have the ability to cast the Corpse Augur, because early in the game there weren't a lot of creatures in the graveyard, and then later on in the game it was going to be a little. I mean, I think I still could have done it, and I would have drawn 7 cards off you, Chris.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, massive, insane amount of card advantage. And so if you're thinking about GONTI and you watched that video and you enjoyed the idea around GONTI, think about Corpse Augur as basically the improved version of that, because all the hypotheses that we went into the game with were basically confirmed in Corpse Augur, not in GONTI. So definitely really cool to see that. And so thank you all for joining us today. Last thing I want to mention one more time is we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Common Connoisseurs. If you want to support the channel and more great content like this, go there and find a way to support us there. We have everything from $2 per month, all the way up to $50. Our $10 a month level is a great way to do to support what we're up to. Last things, you can find Chris at One More Games.
OMGMTG.com.
OMG.mtg.com.
No,
you can
just
find
straight
all of his...
OMGMTG, no dot, just OMGMTG.
OMGMTG, excellent.
Yeah,
and
so
you can find
great.
you can find all of the links to his Twitter there. He's got great posts there. He does stuff with EDH as well as a bunch of Pauper Commander. You can find Derek at Derek Dear Reader on Twitter. And you can find Brewbear in the Common Connoisseurs for more spicy stuff. I will also mention that Derek and Zach have been posting, and Chris have been posting really interesting lists in our supporters only section of the Discord. So do make sure to check that out. There's a lot of really cool stuff going down there. That is where I'm posting all of my updates to the decks. I've been going through all of them lately and making updates to 135 decks. So definitely go and check that out. And with that, I want to thank you all for joining. Connoisseurs of Fine Common Cardboard. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you're at, and I look forward to catching you on the battlefield next time. Peace out, and we'll catch you future.